Chapter 583. At the border between the rank 6 and rank 7 areas, Jiang Hao squeezed out from the boundary wall with difficulty, his body badly mutilated. Jiang Hao didn't care. With a slight movement of his body, the tattered clothes on his body instantly recovered to their original state. This was a set of divine armor. Looking around, Jiang Hao had a gentle smile on his face as he said softly, "There is no one here. Am I the first to arrive?" As he spoke, Jiang Hao's ears twitched slightly, and then he vanished on the spot. After a while, Jiang Hao's expression changed. "Jiang Chao is too cruel. This time, I've killed almost everyone in the Heavenly Plant's royal court." "So, he's Jiang Chao?" "You don't know, but when I met them earlier, Jiang Chao killed 2 quasi-commanders and ignored us. You can say that he saved his life." The descendants of the Battle King are indeed terrifying. Jiang Chao is even more ferocious than his brother. "That's right. I heard that the Maple Prince was killed and had to flee everywhere. I wonder if he's still alive. Even Her Highness Ji Yao doesn't dare to continue following us. Jiang Chao has already said that if they dare to follow us, he'll slaughter everyone in Destiny Royal Court." This was the second place Jiang Hao heard people talking about Jiang Chao. Some of the imperial court and sect martial practitioners did not participate in the encirclement this time, and they were not subordinates of the 2 imperial courts. Furthermore, some of the people from the Demon Life Royal Court had dispersed earlier. Now that these people met up, they would definitely talk about Jiang Chao. This time, the rank 6 area was ruled by a resurrected martial artist. Furthermore, the other party killed people like flies. Which Forbidden Zone cultivator would not be afraid of him? As these people chatted, Jiang Hao found it hard to laugh. Jiang Chao, killing people like scything flax, cruel. He couldn't associate these words with his chubby younger brother. What a joke. Are you kidding me? Did I come to the wrong place? This isn't the place for the king battle. At this moment, Jiang Hao didn't even have the intention to kill. These restricted zone martial artists amused him. They actually said that Jiang Chao killed all the people of the Demon Plant Royal Court and scared off the people of the Demon Life Royal Court. 2 royal courts were ruled by a lazy fatty. Hee. As Jiang Hao smiled, his expression became more and more strange. Could it be that the fat brother was really pretending to be a pig to eat a tiger? But there was no need to pretend to be a pig to this extent. Even more savage than me? Just how savage is he? Just as he was thinking about this, someone flew over and roared, "Jiang Chao is here? Run!" Hua! A gust of wind blew past, and the nearby martial artists fled for their lives, each of them wishing they could have an extra pair of wings. Jiang Hao was dumbfounded. Am I hallucinating? Is it that exaggerated? Damn fatty! Is he really that cruel? Thinking of this, Jiang Hao blinked his eyes and appeared in front of a person, shouting, "Where's Jiang Chao?" This person was the one who had just escaped to deliver the news. The man's expression changed drastically when he heard Jiang Hao speak Chinese, and then he suddenly charged forward and slashed with his sword. "Damn, it's not Jiang Chao. I thought Jiang Chao had caught up to me. We're all resurrected warriors, so arrogant." Bang! Jiang Hao's palm landed, directly breaking the other party's tendons and bones. He slowly asked, "Where is Jiang Chao?" The cultivator collapsed to the ground like a pile of mud. Horror appeared on his face as he said, "You are Jiang Hao?" As soon as Jiang Hao finished speaking, his expression changed, and he could not help but curse. **CK. This guy had destroyed his own internal organs. Was it necessary? It was just a question. Jiang Hao was a little depressed. Was he that scary? He was a very kind and gentle person. He treated his enemies like his loved ones. What did this guy mean by committing suicide? Fortunately, there were still people nearby. Soon, A few more people flew over. Jiang Hao blocked the way again. As soon as he flew out, someone seemed to recognize him and yelled in extreme fear. Jiang Hao is here. Run. The Jiang brothers are all here. It's over. Someone fell hopeless. The rank 6 region was finished this time. At this moment, someone yelled, Jiang Hao, Jiang Chao is being surrounded by Prince Feng and the others. They're at the border wall behind us. Don't kill us. Jiang Hao had crossed over from the rank 7 region. How could they be his match? They could not even run. The only thing they could do now was to lure Jiang Hao away. After saying that, as if worried that Jiang Hao would not believe him, the person yelled again, 12 chieftains are chasing after him. Jiang Hao, if you don't go, Jiang Chao might not be his match. As soon as he said that, Jiang Hao lightly smacked his forehead. What the hell? 12 rank 7s were chasing after him. You're telling me that he might not be his match? So there was a possibility that he might be his match? Are you guys teaming up to mess with me? If I face 12 rank 7s, even if they're all early stage, I still have to run. You're telling me that Jiang Chao was being chased by 12 rank 7s? Before he could speak, someone else flew over quickly from behind. As he ran, he said, hurry up and leave. They're almost here. Jiang Chao is too savage. He killed a chieftain. Instead, his words came to an abrupt halt. This person looked at Jiang Hao in shock, murmuring in terror, it's over. The Skyplant's royal court is finished. The 2 brothers had gathered. They were really finished this time. Jiang Hao could not be bothered to ask anymore, because he had already felt the fluctuations of the powerhouse's battle. Not only did he feel it, but he also heard the extremely furious roars. Jiang Chao, I'll kill you today. Jiang Chao, you slaughtered our royal court's prodigy. You deserve to die. Jiang Hao felt a little uncomfortable listening to their hatred, as if they wanted to drink his blood and feast on his flesh. How much did they offend him to make these guys explode with such venomous hatred? Where's Fatty? Jiang Hao sensed for a while and was a little confused. Where was Fatty? The pursuers and the ones being chased seemed to have sensed Jiang Hao as well. In the end, they turned around at the same time. Someone seemed to have recognized Jiang Hao's aura, but did not care about him at all. He shouted, kill Jiang Chao. A few of you go and hold Jiang Hao back. Jiang Hao was just an extra. This time, he must kill Jiang Chao. Jiang Hao was a middle-stage rank 7 martial artist. Although his combat strength was not weak, at most, he was equivalent to an upper-stage rank 7. Once Jiang Chao broke through to rank 7, that would be the real problem. Compared to Jiang Chao, Jiang Hao was nothing. Feng Qing, Mu Daoyu, and the others who had just crossed over did not care about Jiang Hao at all. If it was any other time, they would definitely chase after Jiang Hao. Jiang Hao was also a scourge. But now, they must kill Jiang Chao. Jiang Hao, who was about to move, froze when he heard that, his face full of disbelief. Jiang Hao became an extra. The key was, where was Fatty? The person who was running away in front was not Fatty. Was he? Or could it be that Fatty was pretending to be weak? After coming in, he unleashed his true strength. Even his aura, King changed. What the hell is going on? Jiang Hao's face was full of anger, no longer gentle. When he saw a few familiar faces rushing over, Jiang Hao said angrily, how dare you stop me? Opposite him, a few rank 7 martial artists shouted, Jiang Hao, don't think that we can't kill you. It's just that true king doesn't want to fall out with Warlord, so he didn't let the Venerable break the wall to kill you. In other words, breaking the wall to kill your younger brother this time was something that they would not hesitate to do. Jiang Hao was furious. They were provoking him. The meaning behind their words was telling him that it would be better to kill that fatty than to kill him. You're asking for death. Jiang Hao was furious. If you want to kill someone, you should kill me. You're obviously looking down on me. I'm going to start a massacre today. Jiang Hao? Fong Ping, who was running away frantically, was slightly surprised. Earlier, he sensed someone in front of him. It seemed to be a human martial artist, but he did not go there. Although Fong Ping liked to borrow power, it depended on the situation. If it was a rank 8 human in front of him, he would have rushed over to seek help no matter what. However, Fong Ping did not think that a middle stage rank 7 could stop this group of people who were chasing him. He did not expect that the person who came was Jiang Hao. Mother ***. They said that breaking the wall is hard and that it's hard to find the weak point. Why are they all here? Fong Ping cursed in his heart. At this moment, there were 8 rank 7 martial artists chasing him, and not all of them were early stage. There were 4 early stage rank 7s, 2 middle stage, and 2 upper stage. There were more than before. However, a few of them went to restrain Jiang Hao. Fong Ping's current speed was slightly faster than an early stage rank 7 martial artist. His overall strength was not weaker than an early stage martial artist's. Coupled with the divine combat boots modified by Peerless, his speed was comparable to a middle stage rank 7 when he unleashed an outburst regardless of consumption. However, an upper stage rank 7 martial artist's mentality was stronger, and so was their physique. With 2 upper stage rank 7 martial artists in the hunting team, to Fong Ping, they were killing him until he wished he was dead. You've gone too far. Fong Ping's face was full of grief and indignation. They had agreed to meet in the rank 6 territory. It was fine if an early stage rank 7 appeared, but even an upper stage appeared. Why didn't a rank 8 just come and kill him instantly? Explode! Fong Ping bellowed. The group of people who were chasing behind him slowed down. In the next moment, Fong Ping's combat boots lit up. He unleashed an outburst of extreme speed and escaped in an instant. Damn it! Fong Qing roared. He had been tricked again. Although Fong Ping's mentality self-detonation was not enough to kill the upper stage rank 7, it would still injure them. Previously, this fellow had repeatedly escaped from their pursuit because he had self-detonated his mentality. This time, they thought this fellow was coming again. They did not expect it to be a feint. After him. We must kill him. A few powerhouses were furious. They had crossed the boundary and only found out that almost everyone in the rank 6 territory had been killed. They had crossed the boundary and encountered Fong Ping. So soon, because this fellow was chasing after Fong Mieshing and the others. Among the 3 rank 7 martial artists earlier, Bai Qing had self-detonated long ago. Among the remaining 2 rank 7s, 1 died in battle to protect Fong Mieshing. The last rank 7 escaped with Fong Mieshing in tow. If it were not for Fong Qing and the rest who crossed the boundary in time, the remaining 2 would have been killed too. When Fong Mieshing saw his second brother, he was covered in snot and tears. They were all dead. From the beginning to the end, out of 150 and 60 people, only the 2 of them were left after being killed by the King of War's descendants. The crisis of the royal court. It was not an exaggeration to say that it was a disaster. The prodigies who were below 30 years old were almost all dead this time. The entire generation of the royal court had almost been killed by one person, Jiang Chao. If you run again, we'll kill all the resurrected martial artists. Fong Ping could not be bothered. He recovered his mentality quickly and shouted, "If you continue chasing, I'll kill all of you. Don't force me." As he spoke, the 2 upper stage rank 7s behind him were already closing in. Explode! Fong Ping roared again. The 2 people behind him had no intention of stopping. Do you think we'll still be fooled? Boom! The void shook. The 2 upper stage rank 7 powerhouses glowed brilliantly, celestiality intertwined above their heads. Bastard! Idiot! They cursed. Fong Ping cursed even more fiercely than them. He said mockingly, again, if you can't kill them with one blow, 100 times, 1,000 times, you'll definitely die. Behind him, the 2 upper stage rank 7 martial artists who were chasing after him were Feng Miexing's second brother, Feng Qing. The other was another king of war's descendant, Mu Daoyu. Both of their expressions were unpleasant. Feng Qing shouted coldly, I'd like to see how many times you can self-destruct. As for 100 times, 1,000 times, he did not believe that anyone could really do it. Both of them did not give up. They sped up again and began to chase after him. In front of him, Fong Ping was cursing in his heart. 100 times, 1,000 times. Of course, that was just bragging. No matter how much his mentality recovered, there was still a limit. If he self-destructed continuously, he would end up in the same situation as when he was injured by Huai Muqing previously. He would enter a state where it would be difficult for him to recover. When that time came, he would really be waiting for death. However, there were so many rank 7s behind him. Others aside, just these 2 upper stage rank 7s alone were enough to block him. He would also die. I still have a rank 8 saber. I've been nurturing it for a while. At the beginning of June, after the youth tournament ended, he started to nurture the saber. He nurtured a rank 8 divine weapon for a month. If he combined it with true destructive force and unleashed an outburst regardless of the consumption, Fong Ping felt that he could unleash the full power of a rank 8 powerhouse. If these 2 fellows were unlucky, it was possible that they would be killed in one slash. However, Fong Ping was not sure if his attack would be the same as Old Man Li's. If that was the case, there were still many rank 7s behind him. He would just be waiting for death. It's not the same thing if I keep running like this. What else can I do? Oh, right. Fong Ping thought of something. Before Fatty entered, he even gave him a round bead, saying that there was a strand of peak-level origin energy sealed in it. But if the chaos origin Tao erupts, I'll be unlucky too. Fong Ping was helpless. That thing might be useful, but once it erupted, he might be dragged into it too. In the end, they would perish together. This was not what he wanted to see. I need to find a place to hide. But now, it's hard to escape their pursuit. Just as Fong Ping was thinking, his eyes suddenly lit up. He shouted, Your Highness, I've lured them here. Kill them quickly. In front, Ji Yao and the rest were stunned. Then Ji Yao shouted, Jiang Chao, you're courting death. Your Highness, save me. Don't forget the agreement between you and my ancestor. Bastard. Ji Yao was furious. Agreement my ass. Behind, Feng Qing shouted, Get out of the way, Ji Yao. We won't believe him. Whoever believed him would be stupid. Feng Qing was not a fool. As for his third brother asking him to kill Ji Yao, Feng Qing thought it was stupid. The royal court was seeking an alliance with Destiny Royal Court. Killing Ji Yao would ruin their plan. The royal ancestor would definitely be furious. Therefore, it was fine for Ji Yao to chase after Feng Miexing. It was not like she actually killed him. However, Feng Qing was bullying the weak. If he killed Ji Yao with the strength of a commander level, it would be a huge problem unless he silenced everyone in Destiny Royal Court. Ji Yao stopped them quickly. They said they want to kill me, but in reality, they want to kill you. They want to kill with a borrowed knife. They want to kill all of you and frame me. You believe me? I heard it with my own ears. Feng Miexing is plotting with them. He said that if I kill you, the Monster Life Royal Court will definitely go to war with us humans. It's true. Jiang Chao, never lie. Fong Ping rushed toward Ji Yao, crying blood as he shouted, It's absolutely true. If you and I die, There will be no witnesses. If the Monster Life Royal Court goes to war with us, they will be able to reap the benefits. Ji Yao's expression changed again. She shouted, "Go!" This was not directed at Fang Ping, nor was it directed at Feng Qing and the rest. It was directed at the people around her. As soon as she finished speaking, Ji Yao ran away with her people. She did not believe Jiang Chao, but she did not dare to believe Feng Qing and the rest either. Jiang Chao might be spouting nonsense, but it was not completely untrustworthy. Although she was not a paragon, not even a high rank, her father was the master of the Monster Life Royal Court. Even if the master of the royal court was under the control of the true King Palace, he was still a paragon. As for her grandfather, he was also a true king powerhouse. He was incomparably powerful, not weaker than the top-notch powerhouses like Warlord. If she died here, if she was killed by the descendants of Warlord, even if her father was rational and would not go to war with the Land of Rebirth because of this, it was very likely that he would come to an agreement with the Heavenly Plants Royal Court. This possibility was not impossible. Thinking of this, Ji Yao shouted, "Lang Yu, split up. You go to the passageway. If I die, remember to tell father everything." Feng Qing, who had just caught up, was livid. He shouted, "Ji Yao, there's no such thing." However, Ji Yao ignored him and fled quickly. As she ran, Ji Yao's expression was ugly. She was no longer calm. She turned around and said angrily, "Get lost." Jiang Chao was actually following her. "Your Highness, you're so heartless." "Fine, I'll leave then." Fang Ping's face was full of grief and indignation. His voice was loud as he roared, "I didn't kill Ji Yao. The Monster Plants Royal Court framed me. Human martial artists. If the people from the Monster Life Royal Court hear this, leave the place of war immediately, lest both sides." "Ah!" Fang Ping screamed. At this moment, Fang Ping had already caught up to the ferocious tiger. The small city landed with a loud crash, and then it exploded rapidly. Rumble. The ferocious tiger's movements were sluggish. Rays of light also appeared on Ji Yao's body. At this moment, even Feng Qing and the rest were a little dazed. What was he doing? Fang Ping, on the other hand, had a murderous look on his face. He looked at Ji Yao and slashed with his saber. Ji Yao was furious. Anxious and angry, she shouted, "Do you think—" She guessed right away that this guy wanted to kill her. Just now he had shouted that sentence, and now he was doing this. It was obvious that he wanted to kill her and frame Feng Qing and the rest. "Your Highness." At this moment, the two rank 7s who were in charge of protecting Ji Yao rushed over, unleashing their full strength. Ji Yao was also furious. Was this guy crazy? What did he think he could do with a few simple words? After being chased by Feng Qing and the rest to this extent, he still dared to provoke the Destiny Royal Court. How crazy was he exactly? Fang Ping was indeed crazy. His saber slashed through the void. With a low roar, he slashed wildly. "Mother of Asterisker, I asked you to save me, but you didn't. We'll talk after I get rid of you guys." Anyway, these guys didn't have any good intentions and kept plotting against me. If he got rid of them, it might really cause some estrangement between the two royal courts. Regardless of whether Monster Life Royal Court believed it or not, that armored woman had left just now. Ji Yao even asked her to go out and tell others everything. They might take it seriously. Rumble. The small city exploded again. Fang Ping brandished his saber consecutively, but the blade changed direction, slashing at the head of a rank 7 martial artist who was a little dizzy from the explosion. Bang! An explosion sounded. Fang Ping's face was full of malevolence. In the blink of an eye, he had killed one of Ji Yao's 2 main bodyguards. "Bastard, you deserve to die." Ji Yao was about to go crazy. "You're being chased by Feng Qing and the others. You killed my people. Do you really think I'm easy to bully? Fong Ping did not care about this. His movements were extremely fast. As he continued to kill, he shouted, "The guy behind me, if you keep chasing me, I'll kill this woman." Feng Qing and the others were stunned. You're using Ji Yao to threaten us? Is this reasonable? The two families belong to two different royal courts, and we're even enemies. You're using Ji Yao's death to threaten us. What kind of logic is this? Even though he found it unbelievable seeing Ji Yao and the rank 7 martial artists being killed and forced to retreat, Feng Qing was on the verge of breaking down. Mother asterisk her. If Ji Yao was really killed, where could they go to seek justice? When Feng Qing thought of this, he shouted, "Ji Yao, you—" He wanted Ji Yao to say out loud that this guy was lying. However, he did not expect that Ji Yao, while defending with all her might, shouted coldly, "Save me, or I won't say anything." If Feng Qing and the others did not save her, she and the rank 7 would not be Jiang Chao's match. Now, she had to count on Feng Qing and the others to save her. Feng Qing was furious. At this moment, he was almost at their battle circle. Fong Ping gritted his teeth, and the small city exploded again. If one time was not enough, he would do it again. 2 times in a row, Fong Ping's Chongdao exploded with a golden glow that far surpassed the previous one. With another slash, he killed the remaining rank 7 on the spot. Then he slashed at Ji Yao, shouting, "Get them to retreat 30 li, or I'll kill you." Ji Yao's eyes were cold. She looked at Feng Qing and the others abruptly. "Retreat, or else I'll tell everyone that you, Feng Qing, killed me before I die. D****. Ji Yao, don't you dare." Feng Qing was so angry that he was about to vomit blood. Fong Ping did not care if he vomited blood or not. While there was still a distance between them, he slashed again and again, slashing again and again, slashing until Ji Yao's face turned pale and blood flowed everywhere. Even if she had powerful armor and a divine weapon, the mentality interruption accessory was still a standard. However, against Fong Ping, who had unleashed his full combat strength, she was no match at all. However, this woman was also ruthless. She did not say a word, only staring coldly at Fong Ping, Feng Qing, and the others. Now, Fong Ping wanted to use her as a hostage. She was about to die, and she was extremely crazy. Feng Qing and the others were unwilling to let her go. If she could not bring Feng Qing and the others away when she was about to die, the possibility of dying with her was still very high. At this moment, Ji Yao was very clear-headed. Feng Qing and Mu Daoyu's expressions were ugly. They looked at each other, hesitating for a moment. Although the two of them were hesitating, they continued to approach Fong Ping. Boom! Fong Ping self-destructed the small city once again, forcing them to retreat. It also caused Ji Yao to tremble all over, her face pale. After a few self-destructions of mentality, the current her, even with the mentality interruption accessory, was powerless to resist anymore. Feng Qing. Ji Yao's face was pale. She was aggrieved and angry. "If I die, all of you will be buried with me." As soon as she finished speaking, an extremely powerful aura erupted from Ji Yao's body. Above the horizon, the chaotic energy flow began to stir restlessly. D****. Feng Qing and Mu Daoyu's faces were livid. Fong Ping, on the other hand, had a strange look on his face. With one slash, he chopped off one of Ji Yao's arms, laughing somewhat crazily. "Interesting. You have the end origin to protect you. Then let's die together." As he said that, Fong Ping slashed down again, and Ji Yao's other arm was chopped off. "Then let's die together." Ji Yao also went crazy. The aura on her body erupted even more intensely. Not far away, Feng Qing's expression was pitch black. He roared, "Let's retreat." As soon as he said that, the two upper stage rank 7 martial artists retreated and left. And it was at this time that Feng Ping slashed Ji Yao again, almost severing her neck. This time, Feng Qing and Mu Daoyu did not hesitate at all. Not only would Ji Yao die, but they would also be buried with her. The key was that this woman really died here. Before she died, she went crazy and wanted to drag them down with her, saying that they were the ones who killed her. Then, if they did not die this time, in order to appease Destiny Royal Court's anger, the true kings of the True King Hall would not let them go. After they retreated, Ji Yao looked at Feng Ping coldly. Feng Ping grinned and said, "Don't look at me. These two fellows are chasing me too closely. There's nothing I can do. It's only 2 rank 7s who died. It's nothing. We're still good friends. Isn't that right, Your Highness?" Ji Yao's face was deathly pale. She did not say a word. "Since we're good friends, then your divine weapon, get lost." Ji Yao was furious. The aura on her body erupted to the extreme. Feng Ping was shocked. Without another word, he broke through the air and fled. He had underestimated the women of the catacombs. She was also a ruthless character. From the looks of it, if he snatched her divine weapon again, this woman would really do something that would end in mutual destruction. As soon as he fled, Feng Qing and Mu Daoyu chased after him quickly. At this moment, the other rank 7s behind them had also caught up. Feng Qing did not even look at Ji Yao. Just as he was about to leave, Ji Yao shouted coldly, "Leave a few people behind to protect me." "You, damn it, Ji Yao, you!" Feng Qing cursed in rage. Then he shouted sullenly, "Mulan, the few of you protect her." After saying that, Feng Qing led the 2 middle-stage martial artists and continued their pursuit. Feng Ping, who had already fled far away, had already concealed his aura. At this moment, there was no trace of him. Feng Ping, who was hiding in a burrow, felt a little lucky. Although he could not defeat Feng Qing and the rest, it was the same if he could defeat Ji Yao and the rest. It was just a gamble. He did not expect this woman's identity to be so important. Of course, Feng Ping was not gambling recklessly. From the fact that this woman kept trailing Feng Miexing and the rest, and Feng Miexing and the rest could not do anything about it, he could tell that her identity was probably slightly higher than Feng Miexing's. He just did not expect that even Feng Qing and the rest would be wary of her. Feng Ping, who was hiding in the burrow, did not move. Sensing a few auras sweeping past above him, he heaved a sigh of relief. This time, he was a little unlucky. Initially, he thought that with his destructive power, he could run amok in the rank 6 region. He did not expect to be hunted down again. Motherf asterisk cur, I said I wouldn't run anymore. I won't run anymore. You're digging holes again. Feng Ping looked aggrieved. Why? He could kill an early stage rank 7. Why was he always so miserable? I've only killed a few of you. How dare you cross boundaries to hunt me down? I don't want to dig holes anymore. Inside the burrow, Feng Ping roared in his heart and made a threat. This was the last time. How could there be someone like him, digging holes from rank 3 until now? He was already comparable to a rank 7, okay? He could be called a grandmaster, okay? Chapter 584. The Martial King's battleground was in chaos during Feng Ping's disappearance. Feng Qing and the others were not the only ones looking for him and hunting him down. Monster Life clan also had a few rank 7 powerhouses who crossed over. In addition, during this period, there were already a few people who broke through to rank 7. Ji Yao led dozens of martial artists and began to hunt Feng Ping down. This was too much. These people wanted to hunt Jiang Chao all over the world, which also angered Jiang Chao's big brother, Jiang Hao. Hence, Jiang Hao also went on a killing spree. Originally, it was almost impossible to see rank 7 martial artists fighting in the rank 6 region, but this time, rank 7 martial artists fighting became the norm. Fang Ping did not really hide completely. Instead, he appeared from time to time and ambushed and killed some people. This time, it was even more chaotic. The ones who were really in a mess were Jiang Chao and the others. Now, they used the extinction feces to hide in the monsters' nests. The killing outside was going crazy. Originally, including the old people, there were 500 to 600 people and hundreds of demons in the rank 6 region of the Martial King's battleground. However, after a few days of killing, the huge rank 6 region probably had less than half of the people left alive. Outside the Martial King's battleground, Commander Zhou and the others did not look too good. These few days, something was not right inside the Martial King's battleground. From time to time, people came out, disappeared, and then entered. This day, the passageway lit up again. Someone came out. I came out alive. This time, the people who came out were not people from the 2 royal courts. A martial artist from Dynasty was so surprised that he was about to cry. I finally came out alive. Who said that the general territory was not dangerous. Who said that after entering, there would be countless opportunities, and one could quickly become a commander. There were 8 people from Dynasty, led by 2 quasi-commanders. In the end, 2 quasi-commanders were killed on the first day. A few days later, there was another big riot. The people from the 2 royal courts killed anyone they saw. Dynasty was not too lucky. Another 3 people were killed. Then, they encountered Jiang Hao, who was in a killing frenzy. Another 2 people were killed. As for him, he was so scared that he almost peed his pants. In the end, Jiang Hao did not even look at him. He killed 2 people and left 8 people. In just a few days, he was the only one left alive. With that, he no longer dared to explore the ruins anymore. It was too dangerous, so dangerous that he was about to break down. At this moment, to be able to return alive was already his greatest fortune. How many dynasties and sects disciples had been wiped out in the rank 6 region? 20 to 30% mortality rate. This was what the divine general expert leading the team had told him before he left. 30% at most. In other words, of the 8 of them who went in, it would be more than expected if 3 of them died. It was impossible for 3 of them to die, at most 1 or 2. But now, as it turned out, the divine general was just spouting nonsense. They were almost all dead. This sky pride from the dynasty was overjoyed. He even had the urge to kneel and kiss the ground. Fortunately, he held it in. But when he saw that his divine general was looking at him, he couldn't hold back the grievance in his heart. He was so aggrieved that he almost sobbed and shouted, "Sir, they're all dead. All dead." The king's battlefield went berserk, and a large number of commander-level powerhouses fought across borders. The Heavenly Plant's Royal Court's army was completely wiped out. Rumble! As soon as he said that, a large number of powerhouses' auras rose into the air outside the passageway. Some people didn't know what was going on at all. They only knew that something was wrong this time. People from the 2 royal courts would come out from time to time. At this moment, someone shouted, "Are the people from my Enmu dynasty still alive? Where are the people from 10,000 Dragon dynasty? Where are the martial artists from my Mountain Climax sect?" Some of the experts from the dynasties and sects roared, their faces ashen. Some looked at Feng Jiuqing. Some stared at the Sky Pride from the dynasty, who had just come out. This was the first Sky Pride from the dynasty to come out. Previously, only the people from the 2 royal courts had come out. In the end, the 2 royal courts didn't reveal anything. This Sky Pride, who had just come out, was also trembling in fear. He said loudly and mournfully, I don't know, I really don't know, but the people from the Emu dynasty are all dead. Everyone from the heavenly plants, royal courts, affiliated sects, and dynasties are all dead. Ju Tian from the mountain climax sect seems to still be alive. The rest are also dead. I don't know anything else. They're all dead. Bastard. How did they die? The outside world was in complete chaos. These were the sky prides of the younger generation from their respective dynasties. Many of them were even descendants of true monarchs. In the end, they were all dead. Feng Jiuqing, what's going on? Some of the experts affiliated with the demon plant's royal court shouted angrily. Although they were affiliated with the demon plant's royal court in name, they also had true monarch powerhouses. A faction with true monarchs, no matter how many, was a super faction. Such a faction would only submit to the royal courts to avoid war. However, they had autonomy, and it was a great autonomy. If they angered a true monarch, no matter how many true monarchs the royal courts had, they would not dare to start a war. Once the true monarchs of the Forbidden Zone started a war, it would be a huge problem. Feng Jiuqing's expression was ugly. After a while, he said coldly, "I'm not hiding anything. The descendant of the battle monarch, Jiang Chao, massacred all living beings in the battlefield of the battle monarchs. Originally, I was going to kill Jiang Chao before telling everyone the truth to prevent chaos. I didn't expect." As Feng Jiuqing spoke, he glared fiercely at the sky pride from the dynasty who had just come out. He thought that the people from dynasty were all dead. He did not expect someone to come out, being stared at by him. The sky pride, who had just come out, trembled in fear. However, there was also a rank 9 powerhouse here. He stood up immediately and looked at Feng Jiuqing coldly. He turned around and asked, "Urza, how did our people die?" "Jiang Chao killed two quasi-commanders. Prince Fengqing. When Prince Fengqing and the others were chasing after Jiang Chao, they unleashed their aura and killed more, and the others, after that, Jiang Hao chased after them." Urza recounted the incident with a trembling voice. The entire place was silent. Had the battlefield of the battle monarchs become so chaotic? The Jiang brothers were so cruel. Fengqing and the others also recklessly slaughtered others. Damn bastards. Feng Jiuqing's expression was livid. He said nothing and did not explain anything. If they were killed, so be it. Most importantly, he only found out now that everyone was dead. In the huge rank 6 region, among the true rank 6 powerhouses, only Feng Jiuqing survived. Not only that, as Urza was questioned, Feng Jiuqing found out that even a few commander-level powerhouses were killed. They suffered heavy losses, so heavy that their strength would plummet in the territory. On the side, Commander Zhou's expression was strange. This was the first time he found out about this. Previously, he only knew that Jiang Chao seemed to have gotten into trouble, but he did not expect it to be a huge disaster. The killing inside was about to break the heavens. Something big has happened. The next moment, Commander Zhou unleashed all his aura. The aura shook the heavens. There was no time to return to Mount Imperial Sea. It was only 1,000 miles away. The minister should be able to sense it, right? I'm so anxious. The killing inside was going crazy. Looking at the current situation, it seemed like every clan was going crazy. He did not know if the minister could make it in time. Without a Ju Wu holding the fort, he was afraid that his 6 rank 9s would not be able to escape. A dynasty powerhouse was already yelling angrily, "I'll go back and report to the true king. My dynasty's disciples have all been annihilated. Despicable." It was not just one clan. Several clans were like this. Some looked at Commander Zhou and the rest, while some glared at Feng Jiuqing and the rest. Killing one or two was fine. But all of them were killed. This was simply forcing them to turn against each other. The two majestic courts and the land of rebirth must give them an explanation for this. You guys fight all you want. What does this have to do with us? You killed so many of our people. This time, we don't even know how many are still alive. Just as these people were making a ruckus, one after another, some people sensed something. Their expressions changed, and they all quietened down. Welcome, great true king. The land of kings had not attracted a true king for many years. Today, the turmoil in the rank 6 territory had actually attracted a true king. It was not just one. In the sky, a shadow flashed and disappeared. The next moment, another shadow flashed by. Soon, an extremely huge monster broke through the air and arrived. Not long after, a towering monster plant appeared out of thin air. Then, Commander Zhou became excited. The minister was here. Zhang Tao's figure appeared instantly too. His appearance caused many shadows in the sky to tremble. Someone yelled, "King Wu, how dare you trespass on Godland? You want to bite me?" Zhang Tao smiled faintly. After a while, a sky-shaking shadow appeared beside him again. The newcomer laughed wildly. "I heard that my Jiang family killed all of you. Is that true? Ha ha ha. Warlord, your descendants are wantonly slaughtering people in Godland. Are the land of rebirth trying to force us to join the war? I'm not afraid of you. My 2 kids are friendly. They don't offend unless they offend us. As long as you don't provoke them, they never kill innocent people. Warlord, not satisfied. My kid is only an upper stage rank, 6. If he killed your people, then it's your people's trash. So what if he killed them? So what?" Warlord laughed. "A bunch of rank 6 and 7 martial artists. There are actually people who cross boundaries in the rank 7 territory. You've done something so shameless, and now you have the cheek to criticize my kid? If I knew your descendants were so weak, you'd be the same. Ha ha ha, sure enough, you're all so weak. I can fight 1 against 3. Zhang Tao, are you confident that we can take down these 6? Arrogant." In the sky, the 8 paragons' aura was earth-shattering, suppressing the rank 9 martial artists below so much that they could not even lift their heads. Many people were trembling with fear. This time, 8 paragons had actually been attracted. This was the first time since the creation of the world. One had to know that even when the 2 royal courts explored the king's battleground back then, only 6 true kings came. In the end, 1 died and 1 was heavily injured. Since then, no paragons had come here again. Unexpectedly, this time, because of some youngsters, 8 of them came at once. The paragons quarreled for a while and quickly separated. Zhang Tao and a slightly plump muscular man landed on the ground together, standing on the high platform. The muscular man was arrogant earlier, but now he was a little confused. He said, "Zhang Tao, little fatty killed a few hundred people? You must be kidding me. He had just gone back 3 months ago. How could he not know little fatty's capabilities? It had only been 3 months. Could it be that the kid suddenly became enlightened and exploded? However, no matter how much he exploded, it was impossible for him to explode to the point of killing rank SIXS like slaughtering chickens in 3 months. He could even kill rank 7s without a problem." Zhang Tao's expression did not change. He smiled and said, "It's normal for him to explode after accumulating for a long time. Senior Jiang, you have a successor. Congratulations. The brothers Jiang Hao and Jiang Chao are dragons and phoenixes among men. This time, Senior Jiang, you must protect them. Otherwise, they may not be able to walk out of the king's battleground." The muscular middle-aged man glanced at him, then turned to Commander Zhou and said, Tell me the situation in detail." Commander Zhou did not dare to hide anything. He repeated everything he heard and saw. The muscular middle-aged man had a strange expression on his face. He smiled and said, "Interesting. Did I make a mistake?" Although that junior of his was quite fun, he did not expect him to make much progress in his ability. Now, he was wrong. That kid actually killed the Monster Plant's royal court, causing a large number of rank 7 martial artists to break through realms to hunt him down. How much hatred did he have? One had to know that it was not without a price for these rank 7s to break through realms to reach the rank 6 region. Also, no matter the rank, the number of martial artists who could enter was limited. Only those who had won a place could enter. Although there were many people in the Monster Plant's royal court, there were also many people in the rank 7 region. However, if so many of them left at once they were targeted by other forces, their forces in the rank 7 region might be destroyed. This kind of thing was not unheard of. The muscular middle-aged man thought for a moment and said, "Zhang Tao, I'll have to trouble you with this. This time, he might not be able to handle it alone. Look at how many people of the same cultivation level have come over. 6. Although his combat strength was strong, 1 against 6, he would definitely be defeated. It would be better if Zhang Tao was here. Both of them had powerful combat strength. Even if they were no match for each other, the other party might not dare to start a fight. After all, it was just a group of rank 6 and 7 martial artists. For these people, if he and Zhang Tao were to fight with their lives, even if the peak powerhouses here killed them, a few would die." Zhang Tao said calmly, "Senior Jiang, you're too kind. We're all humans. There's no need to be polite. Jiang Chao killed countless enemies. This is a great contribution to us humans. Since the agreement has been made, it's already a blessing that we don't pursue the matter of them breaking through realms. How can we allow them to be so presumptuous?" "That's right." The muscular middle-aged man nodded, a little embarrassed. He said with a smile, "It's those 2 kids of mine who got into trouble." "This isn't trouble, it's merit," Zhang Tao said with a straight face, with a selfless attitude. Whether it's Jiang Chao or the others, killing so many enemy martial artists in the king battlefield and raising the prestige of us humans, they're all good. We're bound and can't attack easily. The juniors raised the prestige of us humans and also proved to these people that we human martial artists are invincible powerhouses. The muscular middle-aged man smiled again and said, "Not bad, you're right. Those who can kill enemies are all good children." Zhang Tao smiled and glanced at him from the corner of his eyes. "I didn't guarantee that it was your Jiang Chao who did it. I've said it. It's the same no matter who it is. If it's not Jiang Chao, fine, it's definitely not Jiang Chao. Don't blame me because I've just arrived. I don't know anything. If Warlord really doesn't stand up, this matter is not difficult to handle, but it is not easy either. Warlord was a pinnacle powerhouse second only to suppressing Heavenly King in Star Town. If he did not stand up, those pinnacle powerhouses in Star Town might not stand up for 1 or 2 junior rank 6 martial artists. Then things would be troublesome. Now that Warlord stood up, it also represented the will of all the pinnacle powerhouses in Star Town. If things really got out of hand, it would be everyone's problem. Thinking of this, Zhang Tao suddenly had a splitting headache. Mother Asterisker, I know you want to kill, but you're too good at killing. How many have you killed? A few hundred. The point is, if you want to kill, then kill. Kill people from the Monster Plant's king court, and even people from other dynasties. What nonsense! If this is handled improperly, once it causes a battle between the pinnacle powerhouses, then things will really get out of hand. Zhang Tao's thoughts raced. As a pinnacle powerhouse, he was starting to get a headache now. If things really reached that point, what should he do? These catacombs powerhouses insisted on killing Fong Ping. Should he stop them or not? If he stopped them, then it might be fine, but they might fight. If he did not stop them, then it would still be troublesome. Humans could stand tall until today, not because they showed weakness, but because there were strong people in the weak. When it came to the bottom line, the pinnacle powerhouses would not hesitate to fight to the death. That was why the pinnacle powerhouses agreed not to fight for so many years. Now, if he allowed the catacombs' pinnacle powerhouses to kill Fong Ping, then it would be big trouble. It might make the people in the catacombs think that humans did not dare to go all out. This bastard thing. At this moment, Zhang Tao was really swearing in his heart. Troublemaker, I recommended you to enter the land of kings. I'm probably really muddle-headed. I already knew that this kid could cause trouble. Previously, he could not wait for Fong Ping to cause more trouble. However, to cause trouble, it also depended on how big the trouble was. Killing 30 to 50 people, he could accept that. Killing 70 to 80 people, Zhang Tao would be surprised, but he also felt that it was done beautifully. He was not wrong to fight for a few spots for them. Killing hundreds, almost slaughtering them all. Zhang Tao felt that he had really done wrong. This kind of troublemaker should not be thrown here. Next time, don't let him come in again. Zhang Tao looked around, especially those few pinnacle powerhouses in the distance. Forget it. Next time he let him in, he might not dare to come. If this kid knew that there were 6 pinnacle powerhouses ready to hack him to death now, he might not dare to come here for the rest of his life. Land of Kings. Jiang Hao was going crazy. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. Jiang Hao was really going crazy. I'm chasing you guys. Come and kill me. Why don't you kill me? How much do you look down on me? In front, Feng Qing could not be bothered with him. He growled, "This time, you must kill Jiang Chao. He's too scary. He's a warlord, but he's leaped a whole rank and killed a commander-level powerhouse. Under our siege, he escaped many times. Immortal God has unlimited recovery, even immortal items. If someone like him doesn't die, he'll definitely be a big threat to our royal court. Remember, no matter what, even if you self-destruct, you must kill him." Having said that, Feng Qing glanced at Jiang Hao, who was chasing from behind, slightly annoyed. "Jiang Hao, this bastard. Kill him, he runs. Don't kill him, he chases." If not for the fact that Jiang Chao was still alive, he would have brought people to kill Jiang Hao long ago. However, chasing after Jiang Hao now was too much of a waste of time. They could not stay here for too long. No matter what rank a martial artist was at, the time they could stay in the king battlefield was limited. Before this, they had already stayed in the rank 7 region for a long time. Now, they could stay here for 5 to 6 days at most. Now, 3 days had passed. If they wasted time on Jiang Hao, when they got out, they still had to recover, wait, spend more time to enter the rank 7 region, then find a weak spot to enter the rank 6 region. By then, Jiang Charan would have already escaped. If he let him escape this time, would he still be able to kill him next time? Therefore, toward Jiang Hao, his current strategy was to ignore him. However, he could not ignore him either. This guy's combat strength was not weak, comparable to an upper-stage commander-level powerhouse. Thinking of this, Feng Qing said, "Mu, Daoyu, and I will continue to chase after Jiang Chao. You guys hold Jiang Hao back. Don't worry, Jiang Hao. He'll return to the rank 7 regions sooner or later. There will be plenty of opportunities to kill him." A few middle-stage rank 7 martial artists responded. If they joined forces, even if they could not kill Jiang Hao, holding him back was not a problem. Jiang Hao used to be troublesome, but now he was just SOSO. His younger brother was even more troublesome. Chasing after his younger brother was really a headache. Holding Jiang Hao back was not a difficult task. The next moment, these people all charged toward Jiang Hao. Jiang Hao was filled with grief and indignation. He roared, "Feng Qing, Mu Dao Yu, come and kill me, I won't run. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. You guys are looking down on me. How dare you guys look down on me? So much. I've delivered myself to your doorstep. Instead of the two of you attacking, you let a few middle-stage martial artists attack me. What's the meaning of this? On what basis? Is killing that fatty really more important than me? Am I, Jiang Hao, not ruthless enough? Or am I really insignificant? Right, that fat younger brother seems to have become thinner. What's going on? Right now, Jiang Hao was filled with grief and indignation, fury, and a little jealousy. Kill me. I, Jiang Hao, have dominated the land of kings and killed so many of your people. I've killed so many that your people are afraid. When they see me, they're all terrified. That feels so good. The more you guys chase after me, the happier I am. The land of kings only knows me, Jiang Hao, who remembers the other rank 7s. Most importantly, now that damn fatty is stealing my limelight. When I get back, I'll hammer you to death, you fatty. Jiang Hao made up his mind. This is too much. Your brother, have been killing in the land of kings for 3 years. I've finally made a name for myself. You, on the other hand, have only been here for a few days, and you're already stealing my limelight. Achoo! Somewhere in the center of the monster encirclement, Jiang Chao looked helpless. Recently, he had been sneezing a lot. Every time, he would feel a chill on his body. This was not a good feeling. I heard that my family's pervert is here too. I don't know if he can save Feng Ping. Sigh, because of this pervert. No, because of this pervert, I've been implicated too badly. The entire catacombs wants to kill me. Now that the pervert is here, it's time to kill him, right? As for the pervert being hunted down, Jiang Chao felt that he deserved it. He had caused so much trouble for himself out of nowhere. Now everyone was chasing after Feng Ping, and it was all because of the pervert. He had told them not to kill people for no reason. How disgusting. Once the pervert is here, everyone will probably have their eyes on him. There shouldn't be many people chasing after Feng Ping now, right? That way, I'll feel better. Jiang Chao sighed in his heart. It was all thanks to Feng Ping this time. These few days, although he had been hiding, it was not as if he did not go out at all. The chance of kill Jiang Chao had spread throughout the land of kings these few days. As long as it was a powerhouse, there was no one who said they would not kill Jiang Chao. Scary. If his identity was exposed, he would have been chopped into hundreds of pieces long ago. Feng Ping better not die. If he dies, I won't be able to repay this debt of gratitude. Jiang Chao sighed again. These few days, the more he felt that he had to fight. The pervert had made so many enemies for him. If he did not fight now, what would he do in the future? This time, Feng Ping blocked it. Was he going to let Feng Ping pretend to be him for the rest of his life? Chapter 585. The King's Battleground. At the border wall, Feng Ping was attacking the border wall. In the distance, Ji Yao and a group of people were chasing after him. Feng Ping complained, "I'm leaving to go to the rank 7 region. You have to stop me? Force me to kill you? Don't even think about escaping." Ji Yao was no longer as cold and arrogant as before. This bastard, she must kill him. Feng Ping was helpless. He said pitifully, "I'm warning you, don't push me too far. You let me go to the rank 7 region, and I'll leave from there. If you insist on keeping me here, I won't go easy on you." "Kill!" Ji Yao roared. At this moment, there were 6 rank 7 martial artists on Monster Life King Court's side. One of them was upper stage, and 2 were middle stage. It was enough to kill this guy. Don't push me. Don't forget, you still have hundreds of people here. I didn't want to go against you, but you forced me. This time, if I escape, don't blame me for killing them all. Fong Ping said viciously. I said, what happened to Monster Plant's King Court is what happened to you. Ji Yao, do you really want to fight me to the end? Didn't I just slash you a few times? Come, you slash me, I won't fight back. Is that okay? Ji Yao ignored him. A few rank 7s rushed over quickly. Fong Ping cursed under his breath and started running. After running for a while, they all stopped. The border wall was shaking. This was a weak point of the border wall. The weak point of the border wall was not easy to find. The original weak point would quickly heal after you broke the wall and become a strong point. Therefore, the weak point could only be used when discovered for the first time. Fong Ping had discovered this place just now. He really wanted to go to the rank 7 region to avoid it. At least the people there probably did not know him. He did not expect to be blocked by Ji Yao and the others just as he found it. At this time, someone actually broke the wall on the other side. Fong Ping looked alert and was ready to escape immediately. After all, those who crossed the border now were almost all people from the 2 royal houses. Who knew if it was a peak rank 7 who broke the wall this time? If it was a peak rank 7, he would really have to wait for death. At peak, Fong Ping's mentality self-detonation would be difficult to shake the other party. The difference in mentality was one thing, but the most important thing was the problem of the skull honing. Once the skull was tempered, it would be extremely difficult for someone with weak psyche power to shake a powerhouse. This was the case for Li Hansong. His skull was naturally formed, and when he was weak, he would still be affected by spiritual power. Nowadays, unless it was a rank 7 martial artist or a mentality vitality unity martial artist, the release of mentality was almost useless against him. Fong Ping was just about to leave when he heard a pained howl. Fong Ping. The boundary wall was still surging. The voice, however, was faint. Fong Ping's heart skipped a beat. Knew him. This voice sounded a little familiar. Who was it again? Who was it? The gears in Fong Ping's mind spun rapidly. He remembered Yang Qing. He knew Yang Qing, and Yang Qing also knew him. The 2 of them had met once outside Tiannan's catacombs. Martial artists had powerful memories. Although they had only met once, Fong Ping could still recognize Yang Qing's voice. He crossed worlds. For me, could it be that this fellow still hasn't given up? Fong Ping frowned and suddenly screamed. His voice was so sharp that it was hard to distinguish. He screamed, "Big Brother Yang, run!" Having said that, Fong Ping broke into a run. His speed was so fast that even though he had already left, his phantom was still in the same place. This roar of his startled Yang Qing, who was still breaking the wall. It also made Ji Yao and the rest's expressions change. Jiang Chao's reinforcements. In the crowd, someone also recognized Yang Qing, who was about to break the wall and come over. He said in a low voice, "Yang Qing." When Ji Yao heard that, she realized that it was not a famous person. She did not seem to have heard of him. The Yang family's true king, had fallen. All right, whether he had fallen or not, since he dared to break the wall to help Jiang Chao, he had to die. Kill him. Boom. As soon as the words were out, a few rank 7s attacked at the same time. Breaking the wall was also very dangerous. If someone was lying in wait and happened to meet you breaking the wall and you were stuck in between the boundary walls, killing you would be considered bad luck. Damn it! At this moment, Yang Qing had already revealed his head, hurriedly unleashing his mentality to resist. Even so, the joint attack of a few rank 7s, including an upper stage rank 7, still made Yang Qing bleed from all 7 orifices, his flesh bursting. Damn it, bastard, why am I so unlucky? Yang Qing was so angry that he was about to vomit blood. The boundary wall was so long, how could he encounter it? With such a long boundary wall, without thousands of rank 7s guarding, they might not be able to guard it all the way. In the end, he finally found a weak point and broke the wall. Yet, he encountered it just like that. Also, who was the one who asked him to run, just now? Even though he had a stomach full of doubts and anger. However, at this time, Yang Qing could not care so much anymore. With a roar, celestiality interweaved and exploded. In an instant, he broke through the boundary wall. The moment he broke through the wall, Yang Qing used flight step to escape. Behind him, a few rank 7s were still attacking, hitting him until his back burst, mentality overflowing. Crocodile Bidwa, you and I have no enmity. Why did you attack me? Yang Qing knew that upper stage rank, 7 martial artist. They had no enmity with Monster Life Royal Court. The people from Star Town also did not fight with people from Monster Life Royal Court, except for that fellow Jiang Hao. But now, people from Monster Life Royal Court actually attacked him. How hateful! Yang Qing, if you want to blame someone, blame the people from Star Town for being too arrogant and despotic, daring to hurt Her Highness Ji Yao. Go to hell. Rumble. Yang Qing vomited a mouthful of blood. His speed increased, but his heart was filled with rage. What did this have to do with him? Whoever provokes you, you can just kill them. I didn't come here for you. All right, there were some things that he could not say. Could he tell them that he was here to kill Fong Ping? Not to mention whether they would believe it or not. Even if they did, once these words got out, the human paragons would not let him go. Behind him, Ji Yao was also furious. She shouted, "Kill him! Anyone who helps Jiang Chao, kill him!" Jiang Chao. Yang Qing had the urge to vomit blood again. You want me to take the blame for the Jiang family? The kid who asked him to run just now was Jiang Chao. Most importantly, that useless Jiang Chao had actually offended even Monster Life Royal Court. What was going on? Yang Qing had not come back to his senses when Feng Qing and his group appeared. Seeing Yang Qing, Feng Qing was also furious. He shouted, "Kill him!" Jiang Hao broke the wall and came to help his younger brother. Forget it. Moreover, Jiang Hao was powerful and not easy to kill. However, Yang Qing actually dared to break the wall and come here. Did he really think that he could not kill him? In his rage, Feng Qing and Mu Daoyu attacked instantly. 3 upper stage rank 7s and a few middle stage ones. Almost none of them were weaker than Yang Qing. Yang Qing's eyes revealed grief and indignation. How could this be? It could not be like this. I have nothing to do with Jiang Chao. Kill. The rank 7 powerhouses did not care about him. Right now, they were already having a headache because Jiang Chao and Jiang Hao were hard to kill. You, a middle stage rank 7 weakling, dare to break the wall and come here. You're looking down on us. No, I really didn't come for Jiang Chao. Yang Qing was indignant, roaring continuously, "Really? You guys believe me? Believe me!" At this juncture, Yang Qing saw that he could not escape. He roared, "Feng Qing, Ibidwa, I came to kill Fong Ping. Go to hell." The few of them looked furious. Who was Fong Ping? They did not know him. You, a middle stage rank 7 martial artist, used this kind of lie to brush us off. Do you really think we're fools? Moreover, no matter who it was, a middle stage rank 7 human martial artist was a variable, taking advantage of this moment. Surrounding this guy and killing him would be perfect under normal circumstances. Even an upper stage martial artist might not be able to kill a middle stage martial artist. After all, if they could not win, they could still run. when martial artists ran with no regard for their lives. Unless they had a huge advantage in terms of speed, it would be extremely difficult to catch up. The few of them attacked together. Feng Qing sneered. You might as well say that you're here to kill Jiang Chao. Maybe we'll believe you. Go to hell. Rumble. Clouds of celestiality exploded. Within a radius of a few miles, the ground cracked. Yang Qing's eyes revealed despair. Why? He did not die in the rank 7 region. When he came to the even weaker rank 6 region, he was surrounded and killed by several powerhouses as soon as he entered. He could not accept this. Grandpa, second grandpa, Qing heir can no longer avenge you. Old ancestor, if you die, the Yang family will no longer be the Yang family. Feng Ping. At the last moment, Yang Qing's eyes suddenly turned blood red. He was so angry that he went berserk. He laughed maniacally. Feng Ping, the Yang family will perish because of you. Perish because of you. He only came in to kill Feng Ping, who knew that he would be surrounded and killed as soon as he came in. How ridiculous! How ridiculous! Feng Ping, I'll wait for you. Rumble! A loud noise came. The ground cracked and a huge pit appeared. Feng Qing and the others took a few steps back. A few middle-stage martial artists also vomited blood, their faces pale. Yang Qing had self-destructed. That was not the key point. Feng Qing frowned. Who is Feng Ping? Before Yang Qing died, he was not talking about them or Jiang Chao. Instead, he was shouting Feng Ping. That kind of bone-deep hatred made them a little surprised. Ji Yao, who had rushed over, was also shocked. She asked curiously, did he really come for Feng Ping? Who is Feng Ping? There's no one with the surname Feng in Suppressing Star City, right? No. Martial King and Nether King. I don't think their surnames are Feng either. I don't care. Who cares who Feng Ping is? Continue to kill Jiang Chao. The few of them did not waste any more words. One by one, they chased after Feng Ping. In the distance, Feng Ping scratched his head, mumbling, "What's this? My enemy killed my enemy. The key point is that my enemy doesn't know that my enemy is my enemy." Feng Ping was dizzy from what he said. That was not the key point. The key point was Yang Qing died, a terrible death. He had thought that he might meet Yang Qing. He had thought that he might meet Yang Qing when he went to the rank 7 region. He had thought that Yang Qing would seek revenge on him. He had thought about too many things. He had even thought about whether he should tell them when he killed Yang Qing. He really did not want to, but now Feng Ping was dizzy. This has nothing to do with me. Feng Ping immediately denied everything. Who knew that Yang Qing would break through the wall and come here? Moreover, this guy was obviously here to seek revenge. Otherwise, if it was someone else, Feng Ping might not have shouted that. Of course, even if he did not shout, if a human martial artist broke through the wall and came here, Ji Yao and the rest would probably not let him go. If Ji Yao and the rest knew that I'm Feng Ping, how would they feel? He had heard Yang Qing's desperate and crazy roar at the end. That guy actually loved him so much that he thought of him even before he died. Feng Ping felt that it was good that he died. But this death is a little unjust. If I show up and say, Yang Qing, thank you before I die, will he die with everlasting regret? Poor baby. I'm here, yet you still dare to break through the wall. If you don't die now, you'll die sooner or later. Feng Ping shook his head. Yang Qing was really courting death. With him here, this place was going crazy. At this time, other than lunatics, it was best for others to stay away. Did he not see that those crazy monsters were all holing up now? The restricted zone martial artists and human martial artists were all looking for a place to hide, afraid of being implicated. You Yang Qing, a rank 7 martial artist, appearing here without warning, it would be hard for you not to die. As for the other rank, 7, Jiang Hao, he was a lunatic. How could you compare yourself to him? Fang Ping wandered around the King battleground. At this time, Fang Ping had also made up his mind. Ji Yao was not polite to him, so he was no longer kind. You chase me, so I'll kill you too. Fang Ping, who had made up his mind, began to appear and disappear mysteriously, hunting and killing people from the Monster Life King's court everywhere. The people in the King battleground were getting lesser and lesser. Otherwise, they would form groups. The people from Dynasty and the sects no longer dared to look for opportunities. Those who were lucky enough to survive began to rush back one after another. What was the point of looking for opportunities? Even if they broke through to rank 7, they would die at any time in this broken place. This was not a place for people to stay. Hence, at the passageway entrance. This time, it was probably the shortest time in history, and the most people came out. On the side of Dynasty and the sects, about 150 people went in this time. In the past, there were still a few people inside, less than 180 people in total. And these 180 people, those who died in the chaotic battle, those who died in the aftermath explosion, those who died in the hands of monsters, in the end, after more than 30 people came out, no one else came out. The powerhouses outside the barrier did not know whether to laugh or cry. There were still more than 30 people alive. Perhaps there were still people alive inside. This was a good thing. At least not all of them died. However, this time, even those who were alive, almost all came out empty-handed. These people had only stayed inside for 10 days. In these 10 days, other than the first few days where they did not encounter Fang Ping and the others, they were relatively safe and carefree. The days after that were lived in hell. When these geniuses from Dynasty and the sects came out, they were like beggars. Needless to say, they were miserable. It's too dangerous. The people inside are too crazy. My grandfather even said that there's no danger here, but now there's danger everywhere. A large number of commander-level martial artists have died. The key is still Jiang Chao. Jiang Chao is too ruthless. The Heavenly Plant's King Court was slaughtered until blood flowed like a river. It's all Feng Miesheng's fault. Why did he provoke Jiang Chao for no reason? Be careful with your words. What am I afraid of? Outside the passageway, the geniuses who came out were discussing among themselves. Someone said, angrily, it wasn't like this in the past. If Feng Miesheng did not provoke them at the entrance, this would not have happened. Now, not only have a large number of people died, but we are also implicated. Initially, I entered the land of Imperial battlegrounds to break through to commander level. Now, I have nothing. At least we are still alive. What about those who died? My grandfather said that as long as the resurrected martial artists don't provoke them, they won't attack us. Feng Miesheng is acting recklessly. Enough! At this time, an angry bellow was heard. The golden-armored powerhouse, Feng Jiuqing, came walking in the air. The young man who spoke said loudly, "Did I say something wrong? Why didn't the Heavenly Plant's King Court and the land of rebirth settle their grudges in the Outland? The land of Imperial battlegrounds is a place for us to train. Now, it has become a slaughterhouse. If you guys really want to fight the resurrected martial artists, go to the Outland or just set up a battle arena. Insolent. You're the insolent one." At this time, there was a cold bellow in the air. Feng Jiuqing spat blood. In the air, an illusory figure appeared and said coldly, "King Feng, you must give me an explanation this time. The land of Imperial battlegrounds is not a place for you to kill. The Modo dynasty has suffered heavy casualties. Are you going to kill my descendants too, Feng Jiuqing?" Feng Jiuqing's face was pale. but he heard the true king yell again, "This is the last time. If there is a next time, the Moto dynasty will never send anyone into the land of imperial battlegrounds again. No one can enter. This time, Feng Miesheng, you must give us an explanation." As soon as he finished, the figure disappeared. The young man who stayed behind also snorted, "You bully me. I was a coward inside, and even lost my divine weapon. If I didn't, someone would have killed me. But now that I'm out, my ancestor is here, and you dare to be so arrogant in front of me? Damn, if it weren't for Feng Miesheng, would I have ended up like this?" Although the ancestor did not blame him, he had to throw the blame out. It was best for Feng Miesheng to take the blame. As for the resurrected martial artists, the ancestor could not control them. In the crowd, someone was ready to make a move. This time, there were some survivors. Although they had managed to survive, the others had suffered heavy casualties. This was indeed difficult to explain. Someone had to take the blame and take the blame. Jiang Chao was a good choice, but Jiang Chao was a martial artist from the land of rebirth. Throwing the blame to Jiang Chao was not very useful. No matter how angry the ancestor was, they would not cause trouble for the land of rebirth for no reason. As for Sky Plant's royal court, they would not cause trouble, but since everyone was under the same roof, they might be able to extort money from them. As a result, some of the geniuses with powerful backgrounds and powerful backers started gossiping among themselves. Feng Miesheng is too arrogant. He really thinks of himself as the #1 warrior in God Continent. It would have been fine if he was really capable, but he didn't and implicated everyone. He didn't just implicate us. Their own people are even worse off. None of those who went in with Feng Miesheng survived. It's that bad. Not a single one survived. It's true. Not a single one survived. Commander Baiyu was still alive and had a breakthrough. In the end, Feng Miesheng let Commander Baiyu block Jiang Chao in order to escape, and he was killed. That's too bad. I heard that there were quite a few commanders who broke through this time, but they all died. Do you guys think Feng Miesheng did it on purpose? Even Prince Huai is dead. You should know that Prince Huai's identity is very honorable. How could he die so easily? Sky Plant's royal court. I heard that Feng Miesheng wanted to be the heir to the throne. This time, all the prodigies of his generation are dead. Then, he killed the people in the Commander region. Just wait and see. Maybe in the end, he'll be the only one left alive. That can't be. Feng Qing is one of the heirs to the throne. He's already upper stage rank, 7 now. He's also the most promising one in this generation of the Feng family. He died in the general region. These words reached Feng Jiuqing's ears. Feng Jiuqing's expression changed again. No way. Feng Miesheng wasn't that kind of person. He wouldn't do such a thing. But everyone was dead. He heard that even many commander-level martial artists died. Feng Miesheng was the only one who survived. At this moment, Feng Jiuqing suddenly felt a wave of pressure. In the air, someone was staring at him, his eyes cold. King Huai. On the high platform, Zhang Tao and War King stood with their hands behind their backs. At this moment, War King was also a little playful. He smiled and said, "Zhang Tao, you think it's really internal strife? That little fatty of mine, I know he's not that strong. But now, there's a rumor that he killed people like flies and swept the king battlefield. The more I think about it, the more I feel that something is wrong. But if it's the monster plant's royal court's own people, then it's right." Zhang Tao smiled, but said nothing. "Yes, everything you said is right. You thought it yourself. I didn't say anything. Your fatty may not be capable, but someone else is. The situation is good now. The people in the restricted area are also very supportive. This way, when they come out, the pressure will be much less. Zhang Tao looked at King Huai in the air and laughed wantonly. King Huai, don't forget the bet. Humph. King Huai snorted coldly. However, his heart was burning with rage. Damn bastard, damn Feng Miesheng. Could it be that this kid really came up with a scheme? Bastard. He would not have been this angry even if it was the previous time. Even if his descendant, Huai Muqing, died, he would not feel sad. He had many descendants. He did not care that Huai Muqing was not high-ranked. However, Feng Miesheng had ruined his plans. This time, he had finally found a chance to obtain the heaven-suppressing king's origin chi. Now it was all ruined. Everyone was dead. Feng Miesheng was the only one who survived. Unless the resurrected martial artists were all dead, then it would be considered his victory. However, would the resurrected martial artists all die? Probably not. At least, the chances of Jiang Chao dying are not high. At this moment, King Huai could not help but have this thought. There was no other reason. If it was really Feng Miesheng's scheme, then Jiang Chao would definitely not die. This was because Feng Miesheng needed someone to take the blame for him. Jiang Chao was alive and well. This was enough to prove that he was powerful. This was enough to prove that it was not that Feng Miesheng was incompetent. It was just that his opponents were too terrifying. That was why they were wiped out so easily. Good plan. King Huai's eyes flickered. How ruthless! King Feng had raised a good grandson. With such a temperament, once he ascended to the throne of the royal court, perhaps there would be a second true king in King Feng's bloodline. At the same time, Feng Miesheng, who was judged to have a chance of becoming a true king, was running frantically. His body was covered in blood, and he was screaming desperately, "Brother Wang, save me!" Behind him, Fang Ping was moving at lightning speed. He said furiously, "Motherf **, you're really good at running. If I don't kill you, I won't leave the battlefield." After that, Feng Qing and the rest also caught up with him, bombarding Fang Ping continuously. Fang Ping's eyes flashed with anger. He glanced at Feng Miesheng and grinned. "Don't rush. Let's play slowly. Next time, hide well. I'll come back. Definitely. This guy had a rank 8 divine weapon on him." Chapter 586. Not long after Fang Ping got rid of Feng Qing and the others, he sensed that there were powerhouses fighting in front. Fang Ping sensed for a while, his eyes moving slightly. Jiang Hao. The power of the human vitality explosion seemed to be Jiang Hao. Jiang Hao and Ji Yao were fighting. Thinking of this, Fang Ping, who was going to take a detour, converged his aura and quickly went over. In front, Jiang Hao's face was crazy, no longer gentle. He roared furiously, "I'm not leaving. Come on, if you don't kill me today, I'll kill all of you." As he spoke, the long sword in Jiang Hao's hand burst. Some of the rank 6 martial artists around him would die if they touched it. In the center, several rank 7 martial artists surrounded Jiang Hao. The strongest, Ibidwa, shouted, "Your Highness, disperse." Jiang Hao was completely crazy. Even though he knew that there were many powerhouses on their side, he still crazily rushed into the encirclement and refused to leave. Ibidwa was stunned. Was he courting death? After all, Jiang Hao was not an invincible rank 7 powerhouse. He was only a middle stage rank 7. Of course, his combat strength was strong, and he had many tricks. He might not be at a disadvantage against an upper stage rank 7. However, if he did not run, Jiang Hao would not be his opponent. What about now? He was here, and there were several rank 7 martial artists, but Jiang Hao still rushed in crazily, taking the initiative to enter the encirclement. How much did he want to die? Ibidwa roared. His fist shook the sky, celestiality intertwined, and a punch blasted the void, shattering Jiang Hao's sword light. Several rank 7 martial artists went all out, killing Jiang Hao, who was surrounded in the middle, covered in blood. However, they soon became certain that Jiang Hao had really gone mad. At this moment, Jiang Hao's face was full of enjoyment and joy. He laughed and said, "Good, that's it. Yes, harder. Come again. Kill me. Kill me." As he said that, he spat out blood, which began to draw in the void. No, it was condensing into words. Seeing this scene, Ibidwa could not help but shout angrily, "Do you really want to die?" How could this be? This guy still had hope of escaping, but he was obviously not going to escape now. Instead, he was unleashing his ultimate technique. It was a supreme technique inherited from the Battle King. Once he erupted, even if Jiang Hao managed to kill 1 or 2 of them, he would still be dead meat. After he erupted, he might not even be able to defeat a rank 6. Jiang Hao also flew into a rage and roared, "I told you not to kill me. If you can't kill me, I'll kill all of you." He was too angry. In the past few days, whenever the people from the 2 great royal courts saw him, they would only do 2 things. First, get a few people to keep him occupied. Second, avoid him. In any case, she just ignored him. This made Jiang Hao feel that he had suffered the greatest humiliation in his life. A group of bastards who used to be scared half to death when they saw him or would chase him to death were now ignoring him. This was simply intolerable. Of course, he would not do something like courting death. He would save some energy for his escape. If he killed a rank 7, these guys would probably hunt him down all over the world, right? Being hunted down was Jiang Hao's problem. What did it have to do with that fatty? In the distance, Fang Ping shook his head. Pervert. Jiang Chao was right. His brother was indeed a pervert. Why did he have to seek death for no reason? He was obviously not a match for these people. It was not like he could not escape, but he insisted on fighting them to the death. If he was not a pervert, then he was an idiot. If an idiot could not cultivate to rank 7, then he was a pervert. The key was that Jiang Hao was laughing happily while spewing blood. Fang Ping shuddered when he heard it. It was not only Fang Ping who thought so. At this moment, Ji Yao, who was standing outside, could not stay calm either. Were the Jiang brothers all crazy, or were there many such lunatics in the land of rebirth martial artists? Father Wang wanted to join forces with the Heavenly Plant's royal court. It was fine if the average person was crazy, but was their true king as crazy as this? It could not be. She still knew that most of the true kings in the land of rebirth were over at Imperial Sea Mountain. There did not seem to be many crazy people there. However, there seemed to be some who were crazier. She heard that people like Marshal King would bet their lives with the true king of the Heavenly Plant's royal court at every turn. They would fight one-on-one until one of them died. At this moment, Ji Yao was really in a dilemma. Should she still chase after Jiang Chao? That guy was too much of a bully. She did not attack him first, but he actually cut off her arms. She had to rely on the Fountain of Life to recover her arms. Since she was a child, she had never suffered such grievances. However, these 2 brothers were so crazy that they did not care about being hunted down. They were even begging to be killed. This feeling was unbearable. Just as Ji Yao was thinking about this, Air Bidwa suddenly shouted, "Retreat!" Ji Yao and the others hurriedly retreated thousands of meters. At this moment, a golden break word appeared in the void and merged into Jiang Hao's sword. Jiang Hao smiled and slashed with his sword. Air Bidwa and the others also roared. In the void, a few illusory beasts suddenly appeared and rushed toward the sword. As for the sword Gleam, it was only aimed at a leopard-like monster. The leopard monster became more and more illusory and shattered. Kill him. The break formula will self-destruct. Air Bidwa roared. Several people no longer besieged Jiang Hao's sword Gleam, but instantly attacked him. At this moment, someone shouted from behind, "Big brother, I'm here to help you." Bang! The small city landed not for the rank 7s, but for the rank 6 martial artists who had fled to the periphery. The moment the small city pressed down, Fong Ping slashed with his saber. The golden gleam flickered, and several rank 6 martial artists' heads fell to the ground. In front, Ji Yao was furious. However, Fong Ping's small city landed again. This time, it was only aimed at her. "Your Highness!" In the crowd, some martial artists roared and rushed over quickly. Bang! With a loud bang, the golden gleam on Ji Yao's body disappeared. A lot of blood flowed out of her 7 orifices again. Damn it! Air Bidwa and the others no longer cared about Jiang Hao and rushed toward Fong Ping. "Jiang Chao, how dare you!" Seeing Fong Ping raise his saber, Air Bidwa roared. As for Jiang Hao, he was also confused at this moment. "Jiang Chao, are you kidding me? Is this Jiang Chao?" Even if my fatty lost weight, even if his strength skyrocketed, he did not have to change his appearance. While he was still in a daze, Fong Ping continued to roar, "Big brother, hold them back. I'll kill this demon girl." Big brother? Jiang Hao suddenly had a splitting headache. "I'm hallucinating. No, I'm hallucinating. Or, I've made a mistake in my cognition. This is really my fatty brother. It's just that I've been hallucinating for so many years. Or maybe I'm hallucinating now. Did you not hear what the others were shouting? Jiang Chao, how dare you? Jiang Chao, stop. Jiang Chao." This roar, this mournful roar, came from Jiang Hao. "I'm going crazy." Kill. Jiang Hao was going crazy. He also felt that he was really going crazy. What was wrong with him? Could it be that for so many years the fatty brother in his eyes was a fake brother? When Fong Ping saw Jiang Hao going crazy and saw Air Bidwa and the others rushing over, he did not say anything. He picked up a few divine weapons and ran away. As he ran, he shouted, "Big brother, run. I'll kill them later." After saying this, Fong Ping had already run out of sight. Jiang Hao was stunned for a moment. Then, without saying anything, he quickly chased after Fong Ping. F***CK. I'm not crazy. This bastard did not seem to be fatty. Which bastard who did not want to live dared to pretend to be his brother? This was too much. The key point was, it was fine if you pretended to be fatty, but you pretended to be even more famous than me. How could I live like this? If you kept a low profile and killed a few rank SXS, I wouldn't even bother. In the end, you're doing better than me now. In the land of king battlefields, everyone knows that you're Jiang Chao. I, Jiang Hao, am almost unknown. How could I tolerate this? Fong Ping ran fast. Jiang Hao was not slow either. With his middle stage rank 7 strength, he could survive in the rank 7 region. If he was slow, he would have been killed long ago. At this moment, Jiang Hao was trying his best to catch up to Fong Ping. Fong Ping's speed was not as fast as him. Under normal circumstances, when he encountered this kind of situation, he would self-detonate his mentality, blast the other party away, and then escape. But now, Fong Ping was helpless. He shouted, "Big brother, stop chasing. Run in different directions." Jiang Hao was a pervert. If he was angry that he pretended to be Jiang Chao, what if he killed him without saying anything? Could he kill this guy? Then he would be in big trouble. Big my asterisk SS. Jiang Hao thought of himself as a gentle and kind person, but now he was so angry that he was about to vomit blood. Big brother? Who was his big brother? Pervert, stop chasing. We're in cahoots. You call me a pervert? Jiang Hao was furious. You're dead meat. You're finished, Fang Ping said as he ran. Hey, I said, don't go overboard. If you keep chasing, I won't go easy on you. I'm thinking for you. Don't look like you're going to kill someone. I have my reasons. Your Fatty knows. What did you do to Fatty? At this time, Jiang Hao had sobered up. If the other party pretended to be Jiang Chao, then what about Jiang Chao himself? Of course, it was slightly easier. If it was not that damn Fatty who was so awesome, it meant that he was not blind. That would feel much better. If the person in front of him was really a damn Fatty, he would beat him to death. A gluttonous and lazy guy who was doing better than him. He wanted to bang his head on Mount Yuhai and die. He's fine. He's fine. Bring me to him. We're a thorn in someone's side now. What if we get discovered? Who can kill us? What a joke. You're crazy. Fang Ping thought that this guy was crazy, even crazier than himself. You're just a middle stage rank, 7. Right now, there are a total of 3 upper stage rank, 7 martial artists in the rank 6 region. There are also many middle stage martial artists. Did they really think that others could not kill them? When Fang Ping met Feng Qing and the others, their main goal was to escape, then find a chance to kill those rank 6 and early stage rank 7 martial artists. Until now, Fang Ping had not killed a middle stage rank 7 martial artist. Because he could not. Forget about middle stage rank 7. He could not kill a powerhouse in early stage rank 7 that easily. Unless the two of them fought one-on-one, Fang Ping would be able to exhaust the other party to death. Stop talking nonsense. If I don't see Fatty, I'll kill you. Jiang Hao was suspicious. This guy had disguised as Jiang Chao and done such a big thing here. Could he have already killed Fatty? If he killed Fatty, it might be possible that Fatty and the Jiang family would be the scapegoat in the end. Fang Ping felt helpless. However, he knew that it would not be easy to make Jiang Hao believe him with just a few words. Now, if someone disguised as Fang Yuan did something big and Fang Yuan disappeared, would Fang Ping believe that imposter? He took out the child mother sensor and glanced at it. Fang Ping turned his head and said, "Follow me." Let's be quiet. Jiang Hao did not utter a word, following him quietly. However, the long sword in his hand was always ready to strike. If he did not see Fatty, he would hack this imposter to death. He had wanted to hack him to death for a long time. If he was really his brother, he would just beat him up. However, if he was not his brother, he would definitely hack him to death. He even dared to steal Jiang Hao's limelight. Half an hour later, in a small ravine, when Jiang Chao saw Jiang Hao, his face was full of resentment and grief. How much trouble have you caused for me? You've always bullied me since I was young. Now that I've entered the king's battleground, you even implicated me and caused me to be hunted down. Who did I offend? I just wanted to pass the time in here and see if I could achieve rank 7. What happened in the end? Jiang Chao was so angry that he wanted to kill someone. He was just short of pointing at Jiang Hao's nose and scolding him. He said angrily, "In the end, after I came in, everyone was chasing me. Everyone was shouting that they wanted to kill Jiang Chao. Jiang Hao, how can you face me?" Luckily, Fang Ping was loyal enough to take the blame for me. Otherwise, I'd be dead this time. Jiang Hao looked embarrassed. However, he still felt that something was not right. Mother asterisk cur, did I really implicate you? But I came here on my own. If I'm really implicated, then since I'm here, they should kill me. Jiang Hao felt like his head was going to explode. He looked at Fang Ping next to him suspiciously. Fong Ping was all smiles. He chuckled and said, "We're brothers. Fatty, how can you talk to Brother Jiang like that? Brother Jiang didn't do it on purpose. Killing enemies in the king's battleground is a matter of course. I can only say that the two houses are too overbearing. They can kill us, but we can't kill them? Brother Jiang did the right thing. These people should be killed until they're afraid." When Jiang Hao heard this, he felt that it was quite to his liking. He chuckled and said, "That's true. I just didn't expect these people to make a move on Fatty in the rank 6 territory. Do they think my sword is not fast enough? Fong Ping, I've heard of you before. Thank you very much this time." "You're welcome. Brother Jiang, you don't have to do this." Jiang Hao nodded slightly. He looked at Fong Ping again and said suddenly, "This time, when Fatty came in, my grandfather must have told everyone not to reveal Fatty's identity. How did the catacombs know that Fatty came in?" Before Fong Ping could speak, Jiang Chao swore. "Who knows if it was people from other holy lands who told them? I don't even know if these guys are dead or alive now. Maybe they sold me out." Jiang Hao nodded again and said, "But, Fong Ping, you've killed too many people this time." He had killed until he was speechless. He had killed everyone in the monster plant's royal court. This was quite a serious matter. It was okay to kill a few, but killing so many would probably give the old ancestor a headache, right? The key was that these were not killed by his own people. But now, Fong Ping had falsely used Jiang Chao's name. And from what this fatty said, Fong Ping was saving him. On one hand, he owed him a life-saving debt. On the other hand, he had killed countless people and gotten himself into big trouble at this moment. Jiang Hao was also feeling a little troubled. After thinking for a while, Jiang Hao said, "Why don't we go out now?" As soon as the words left his mouth, Fong Ping laughed and said, "Brother Jiang, things have come to this. If we leave just like that, where would Senior Warlord's face go?" They were killed like street rats, fleeing in all directions. In the end, they were forced to flee the land of Imperial battlegrounds. "Brother Jiang, it doesn't matter to me. They don't know who I am anyway. But can Senior Warlord's reputation still be preserved? Can the reputation you made in the land of Imperial battlegrounds still be preserved? Everyone says that the Jiang brothers are ruthless, but now they are being killed and running away." A smile appeared on Jiang Hao's face. He said, "Then what you mean is kill." At this point, it has long become a situation where one side must die. I was thinking that I can't do it alone. Now that Brother Jiang is here, that's just right. We can kill a few more rank 7s. I want to see how many rank 7s are there in the restricted zone for us to kill." Jiang Hao looked at him for a while. After a while, he said, "Kill, we can kill. But first, Ji Yao cannot be killed." As he said that, Jiang Hao looked at him and said, "Ji Yao's father is the Lord of Monster Life Royal Court, which is also the ruler of Monster Life Royal Court. Although he is not at the top, he is also a powerhouse at the level of Chief Nan. He rules over hundreds of millions of miles of Monster Life Royal Court and has countless powerhouses under his command. And her grandfather is a top powerhouse, a powerhouse among the top powerhouses. Although she did not fight with my family's old ancestor, it is said that her strength is not weaker than the old ancestors. People like her cannot be killed. Killing people cannot be done indiscriminately." When Jiang Hao said this, he looked at Fong Ping and frowned. "Previously, I heard people say that you almost killed Ji Yao." Fong Ping smiled and said, "I was just trying to scare her on purpose." Jiang Hao did not say much. He said again, "Second, it is best not to kill Feng Qing. He is one of the heirs to the Lord of Monster Plant's royal court. Killing him, forget it. It doesn't matter if you kill him. The heir to the Lord is not the Lord. It is not that the Monster Plant's royal court does not have heirs. There are many of them. The key is that he is an upper stage rank, 7. They might not be able to kill him. Third, after killing so many people, there might be news from the outside now. How do I get out? I can't stay here for long. I have at most 3 days. I'm afraid I have to go out. After I go out, if the people in the restricted area cannot accept this kind of result, and there is no top powerhouse to keep watch, I'm afraid there will be a lot of trouble. Fong Ping nodded. At this time, Li Yiming, who was beside him, said, "Why don't I go out first? I am the grandson of the Netherworld King. I am not the leader this time. If I go out, they will not throw caution to the wind and kill me outside. If they really kill me, then it means that they have decided to start a war among the top powerhouses, disregarding everything. If they do not have this plan, then they will not kill me outside the Imperial battleground. If that is the case, whether it is my grandfather or the other top powerhouses, they will not accept it. I will go out and find out about the situation. Then I will tell you the results." After Li Yiming said that, before Jiang Hao could speak, Fong Ping coughed softly and said that it will be very dangerous for you to go out too. It will be fine. Li Yiming did not think much of it. If they really decided to shed all pretense of cordiality, then he would have to go out sooner or later, even if he hid here. If they did not plan to shed all pretense of cordiality, then he would be fine as long as he went out. The corner of Fong Ping's mouth twitched, but he did not say anything. It was not that he was afraid that something would happen to him. The key was that if he went out, his identity would be exposed. If he found out that this matter was not done by Jiang Chao, he would be in great danger. Before he could speak, Jiang Chao said, "Yiming, you can go out too. I don't think it will be too dangerous. But after you go out, don't talk about Fong Ping first. It's best if our family's elder ancestor comes to save me. Otherwise, it will be very troublesome after Fong Ping killed so many people." Fatty was not really stupid. At this time, Fong Ping had killed countless catacombs martial artists. A rank 9 might not be able to protect him. Fong Ping did not have a strong background. Zhang Tao was not his father. How could he really risk everything for him? In any case, he had a peerless elder ancestor. Fong Ping only went on a killing spree later on because of him. Cough, cough. Although he also went on a killing spree earlier, did he not at least leave some people for the Monster Plant's King Court? When Li Yiming heard him say that, he quickly understood what he meant. He smiled and said, "Don't worry. I know what to do." Fong Ping also let out a sigh of relief. This was good. Even if his identity was exposed, it would be best after he left the land of Imperial battlegrounds. No, it would be best if he left the catacombs, or if there was a peerless elder ancestor outside to receive him. Otherwise, it would really be troublesome. Before this, Fong Ping was even considering whether he should go through the entrance. In the land of Imperial battlegrounds, there were other places where the boundary walls were weak. Maybe he could leave through other places. Even if he wandered in the restricted area, it was better than being blocked at the entrance and beaten to death. After saying these, Fong Ping looked at Jiang Hao and said, "Brother Jiang, do you want to join forces and do this?" Jiang Hao looked at him and smiled. "Are you sure you want to continue? Right now, the ones left are all powerhouses. Only powerhouses have to be killed. These people, if we don't kill them now, they will only be trouble in the future." Jiang Hao laughed again. In a gentle tone, he said, "That's true, but this time, it's time for me to do something. You've caused enough trouble. If this goes on, all my reputation will be stolen by you." Fong Ping did not say much. When they were about to part ways, he asked, "Did Old Wang and the rest come back?" He could not find Old Wang and the rest now. They had gone 100 miles away from him. He could not search for them either. Jiang Chao shook his head. "Forget it. I hope they're okay." Fong Ping did not ask any more. Old Wang and the rest's life-saving skills were not weak. Feng Qing and the rest were all watching Fang Ping and the rest. They could not spare enough manpower to find trouble with them. Genius 1, second, remember website, address. Mobile version, Chapter 587. Fang Ping and Jiang how quickly left the valley where Jiang Chao was hiding. At this time, it was best for Jiang Chao and the others not to move or go out. It was more dangerous for them to wander around in the King battleground. As soon as the two of them left the valley, Fang Ping glanced at Jiang Hao and said suddenly, "Brother Jiang, I'll tell them my real identity this time." Jiang Hao's eyebrows twitched slightly, glancing at him. Fang Ping said with a smile, "Now that things have come to this, Jiang Chao is no longer being hunted down because he's Warlord's descendant, Jiang Hao's younger brother. It's mainly because I killed too many people in the later stages. Now they're only after me, not the real Jiang Chao. Of course, I'll take responsibility for the trouble I caused. If I use Jiang Chao's name again, there will be trouble. Some people don't recognize faces, only identities. If Jiang Chao comes here again, next time, it'll be dangerous. This place is actually more fair. The Outland won't give you the chance to fight at the same rank. Rank 9 will also kill you if you meet them. Jiang Chao has to come here to improve his strength in the future. It's too dangerous to go to the Outland. If that's the case, then I can't leave Jiang Chao with trouble." Jiang Hao looked at him for a long time. Actually, before this, he was still a little unhappy and a little uncomfortable. Fatty had said that Fang Ping had shielded him from trouble, but now Fang Ping was using Fatty's name to go around killing people, going on a killing spree. Fatty had taken all the blame. Even if he was fine this time, what about next time? Would the Warlord's descendant have to hide his identity for the rest of his life, not even daring to admit his identity? Of course, he did not say it out loud. Some things were not easy to say. At least, he did not have any evidence to prove that Fang Ping was deliberately using Fatty as a scapegoat. But now, Fang Ping himself said that he wanted to reveal his identity. This was a little unexpected. Jiang Hao smiled faintly. "Aren't you afraid? If my elder ancestor comes and finds out that it's not Fatty's fault, he'll choose to stand by and watch?" Fang Ping smiled too. "Of course, I'll take responsibility for the trouble I caused. Minister Zhang will probably come. If he can't protect me, on account of my contributions, do you think he'll agree if I ask him to banish me to the restricted area?" Fang Ping paused for a moment before continuing, "Or perhaps, will the Catacombs Desperado agree to it? I think they will. Banishing a rank 6 martial artist like me to their base camp. Even if they don't kill me on the spot, there will be too many opportunities to kill me. I can't return to Mount Imperial Sea or Earth, and they can avoid starting a war with the pinnacle of humanity. When that time comes, I think this small request is not a problem, right?" Jiang Hao's pupils constricted, and he said softly, "You're very confident." Fang Ping was confident that he could survive in the restricted zone. A rank 6 human martial artist was confident that he could survive in the depths of the catacombs. How confident, how arrogant. Fang Ping chuckled. "It's not that I'm confident. It's just that when it really comes to that, I don't want humanity's paragon to fall out with the other party. After all, this concerns the overall situation. At that time, sacrificing myself is better than causing a disaster. Of course, if the catacombs were determined to start a war, then it would be useless. If they took the opportunity to shed all pretense of cordiality, then it would not be his responsibility. When they have the determination and the decision, then they will really shed all pretense of cordiality. I don't think these Paragon will make such a decision, just because of the death of some rank 6 and 7 martial artists, right?" "That's right." Fong Ping chuckled again. Although I'm not considered a good person, I'm not a bad person either. Brother Jiang, you don't have to worry too much. I don't mean to plot against anyone. I can only say that everything is a coincidence. Having said that, Fong Ping chuckled. If they really leave me in the restricted zone, if I don't die, the restricted zone will regret it for the rest of its life. It was not just the restricted zone. This time, if they really left him here, even if Fong Ping would not take revenge on humanity, but in the future, it would be wishful thinking to ask him to protect anyone. Although the current him could not be said to be selfless, he really liked the current martial arts world and the current martial arts atmosphere. He was also willing to contribute to the survival of humanity. This was probably also the reason why countless martial artists were willing to fight in the front line. The strong would not bully the weak. If something happened, the strong would shoulder it. If they could not bear it anymore, then the weak would contribute. This kind of martial arts world, this kind of environment, was worthy of everyone's sacrifice and protection. However, if it was really because of some pressure, Zhang Tao and the others abandoned him, then everyone would go their separate ways in the future. He was killing people in the battleground, not killing for no reason. It was an agreement set by Absolute Summit himself. He did not say that he could not kill. Absolute Summit casually overturned his own agreement. In the end, he killed more people. Only those with status could survive. Those without status had to die. Fong Ping felt that it was unreasonable. He had to pay for killing the enemy with his life. Then what was the point of fighting in the catacombs? He might as well just surrender. As for borrowing Jiang Chao's identity, to put it bluntly, Fong Ping did not have any intention of doing so. It was really just a coincidence. When Fong Meisheng asked him that day, he was just teasing him. Who knew that the fellow would really take it seriously? As for what happened later, 30% of it was to borrow War King's power. The remaining 70% was just to tease Fatty. That fellow's earnest expression of gratitude was very interesting. As Fong Ping spoke, Jiang Hao stopped in his tracks. He gave him a deep look. After a while, he said, "Interesting. I've seen many madmen, but they usually don't live long. Of course, Jiang Hao, am different. If you only dare to borrow Fatty's name to do things, then I'll look down on you. I might even think that you're purposely currying favor with my Jiang family, or even purposely tricking my family. However, if you dare to talk about banishing yourself to the Forbidden Zone, then Jiang Hao, will look up to you." As Jiang Hao said that, he suddenly smiled gently. "It's fine. It's just killing a few people. Will it really cause a big problem? If we can't even kill people of the same rank, then what's the point of having the Absolute Summit agreement? Those Absolute Summit people would have wasted their lives. The catacombs are shameless, but the human Absolute Summit people are shameless. Other than Ji Yao, there's no one in this battleground that can't be killed. I didn't kill Ji Yao because I don't want to offend the Monster Life Royal Court too much and bring disaster to the human race. As for the others, especially those from the Monster Plant's Royal Court, so what if I kill them? Even if I really kill their Royal Court master, so what?" At this moment, Jiang Hao also lost his previous disguise. He laughed wildly. "Don't worry, some things are nothing. Back then, the Netherworld King almost killed the Monster Plant's Royal Court's Royal Court master with one blow, directly destroying his origin. What can the Monster Plant's Royal Court do? In the end, I'm still worried that there will be trouble when I enter the battleground in the future, being hunted down. In reality, it's nothing." Fong Ping glanced at him and also laughed loudly. "You're more interesting than others. You don't have to be overcautious. War is war. Nobody should do nobody's things. You worry about the big picture for everything. You think that nobodies can change the human's big picture and change the will of the absolute summit people. Actually, in my opinion, it's all nonsense. If they want to start a war, even if they don't kill people, they will still start a war. If they don't want to start a war, even if they kill a few absolute summit people, they won't start a war. Before this, everyone kept advising me not to kill those absolute summit descendants. If they kill them, so be it. However, you saying not to kill Ji Yao makes some sense. After all, she's not a member of the Monster Plant's royal court, and her identity is important. As for the others, if they kill them, so be it. The Monster Life Royal Court is also not a good thing. During the Tian'an Catacombs battle previously, without the Monster Life Royal Court's tacit consent, I don't believe that the Monster Life clan's city master would make a move. If that's the case, what's the big deal about killing a few unimportant nobodies? Ha ha, well said. At this moment, Jiang Hao felt that Fang Ping was indeed to his liking. He laughed loudly. Previously at the passageway entrance, I killed an absolute summit descendant. Some people are gossiping and spouting nonsense. It's all nonsense. Can't the enemy be killed? Why do you care how I kill her? If I want to, I can strip her naked and cut her into pieces. That's my business too. If you're so capable, you can cut me into pieces within the rules. I won't even frown. Fang Ping also revealed a smile on his face. He said with some anticipation, "Brother Jiang, can you really kill an upper stage rank 7? I can't." Seeing that Fang Ping seemed to be looking down on him, Jiang Hao was a little angry. He said immediately, "Although I can't kill her, but that's not for sure. I heard that you can self-detonate mentality. Is that right?" "Yes." "Can you make an upper stage rank 7 dizzy for a moment? The time is very short." "The time is short." Jiang Hao frowned slightly. He said, "That's a little difficult. Once I unleash my ultimate technique, the commotion will be too big." Fang Ping's eyes lit up. He said, "If you prepare your ultimate technique in advance, can you kill an upper stage rank 7 in one hit?" Jiang Hao laughed. "Of course, that's not a problem. An upper stage rank 7 without honing the skull. Of course, martial artists at this stage have extremely strong physiques. Under normal circumstances, it's also very difficult to kill them in one hit. However, I've prepared my ultimate technique, and the other party is dizzy for a moment. If I still can't kill the other party, then I, Jiang Hao, have lived in vain. However, you also know that when martial artists fight, the stronger the move, the bigger the commotion, and the soaring vitality." Fang Ping was just about to say that he would help him conceal his aura. Very soon, Fang Ping suddenly shook his head. "I almost forgot that I'm not a middle stage rank 7 yet. Sigh, why do I feel like I'm at the same rank as Jiang Hao?" Fang Ping was a little sad. "Am I getting too full of myself? After killing a rank 7, I feel that a rank 7 is nothing." In the past, when he saw a middle stage rank 7 martial artist like Jiang Hao, he would at least call him Grandmaster. Now, he had no such thoughts at all. "Because I've also killed a rank 7 before." When Jiang Hao said those things earlier, he subconsciously felt that he could help conceal his aura. He almost did not consider that he was also an upper stage rank 6 martial artist. "I'm getting too full of myself." Fang Ping sighed in his heart. "I can't get too full of myself. I'm not a grandmaster. I'm only a rank 6. However, it was not a big deal. Fang Ping said quickly, "Then Brother Jiang can prepare in advance and find a place to hide. I'll lure an upper stage rank 7 martial artists to chase after me. In a situation where my speed is extremely fast, when I reach the place, I'll self-detonate my mentality and distract him for a moment. At this time, He won't be in the mood to explore the surroundings. He might not notice you. When the time comes, kill the other party directly. Can you do it? Fang Ping chuckled. Men shouldn't ask if they can do it or not. Before Brother Jiang came, these guys were still being played around by me. Only an upper stage rank. 7 can catch up to me. The others are a step slower. When the time comes, the other party will be alone. It won't be difficult to kill him. Of course, I'm talking about the Monster Life King Court. There's only one over there. As for the Monster Plants King Court, we'll see later. If not, we'll each take one. Jiang Hao gave him a surprised look. One each? You're really confident. No, arrogant. Then it's settled. There's one more thing. The distribution of the spoils. Jiang Hao waved his hand and said nonchalantly, It's all yours. I only want to kill people. The rest doesn't matter. He didn't care about spoils of war. He didn't care about ordinary things. Good stuff. Rank 7 martial artists did not have any good stuff either. Divine weapons usually either self-detonated or disappeared in the Sanjiao Gate with death. There were very few that could really be left behind. Since that was the case, he, a dignified descendant of a paragon, a rank 7 powerhouse, still had to share the spoils of war with others. How shameful would that be? Fang Ping gave him a surprised look. Did his family have so many divine weapons that they could not finish using them? That might not be true. Could it be that this guy did not know that most of the people who entered this time were wearing divine weapons? It was hard to say. Divine weapons had actually only risen in the restricted areas. Those who entered in the past almost did not wear them. This time, when Jiang Hao came in, most of them were plundered by Fang Ping. The remaining part was only owned by the people from the Monster Life Royal Court. Jiang Hao had been fighting with those rank 7 martial artists. He might not really care about these people. Even if he did care, he might not take it seriously. He did not want 1 or 2 early stage rank 7 divine weapons. However, if this guy knew that he had plundered so much, would he still be as calm as he was now? Fang Ping did not say much. You were the one who said you did not want it. I said to distribute it. Monster Life Royal Court Camp. Ibidwa glanced at Ji Yao. After a while, he said, Your Highness, you and the others should leave the king's battleground first. Nowadays, the king's battleground was getting more and more dangerous. It was so dangerous that the rank 7 area was not as dangerous as this place. In the rank 7 area, there were hundreds of rank 7 martial artists. However, in the rank 7 area, there were only about 10 rank 7s who had fallen in a year. Rank 7s were no longer cabbages. If too many died, no one could afford it. For a force like Startown, if a rank 7 died in a year, it would collapse in a few decades. Startown's rank 7 martial artists would die in the rank 7 region, but not too many. It was acceptable for one to die every 3 to 5 years. The other parties were almost the same. However, this time, how many rank 7s had died in the rank 6 region? Monster Plant's Royal Court. 3 people had broken through previously. Later, 12 people came, a total of 15 rank 7s. However, the previous 3 people were all dead. Of the 12 people who came later, Fang Ping killed 1, and Jiang Hao also killed 1. Now there were only 10 people left, and 5 had died. Their side was also quite unlucky. Fang Ping had killed 2 before. Later, he had ambushed and killed an early-stage rank 7, and 3 people had died. This time, 6 people from the rank 7 region came, and now there were only 5 people left. 8 people had died. In just a few days, a rank 7 died almost every day. At this rate of death, no one could afford to waste time. This time, the rank 6 region was really extraordinarily chaotic. So many rank 7s had died. Needless to say, the rank SIXS Monster Plant's royal court only had Feng Nieshing left. On their side, there were almost 150 rank 6 newbies and old people, and now there were only 100 people left. Ji Yao was silent for a moment, then said, "Everyone below the commander level, leave the place of battle." At this time, Ji Yao also knew that it was dangerous for these people to stay here. Previously, when Fang Ping was being hunted, it was still okay. Even if he was ambushed, everyone could react quickly and join forces to kill him. Now, however, the Jiang brothers had joined forces. At this time, if the two of them joined forces to attack again, it would be troublesome. "Your Highness, then I'm not leaving." Ji Yao humphed coldly. "If he wants to kill me, then so be it. If he does, then we die together." At most, they would die together. Now, whenever she thought of that guy chopping off her arms, she was filled with anger. She was different from Feng Nieshing and the rest. Those people were imprinted with the life-saving, unique skill given by the true king. And she was the true king's origin. In other words, if she killed Feng Nieshing and the rest, the unique skill would be affected by their own strength, and she might not be able to kill the enemy. However, she had the origin power in her body. If she was killed, the origin would explode, and the chaotic origin Tao in the place of battle would definitely be triggered. It would be better to die together. The true king's origin power would not leak, not even to his own children and descendants. However, Ji Yao's identity was special. Not only was she a descendant of the true king, but she was also the direct descendant of the Lord of the Royal Court. The Lord of the Royal Court might not be as strong as the true king, but their status was absolutely equal or even slightly higher. Under such circumstances, giving Ji Yao some origin power was not something that anyone would dare to covet. "Still want to leave? Don't even think about leaving." Just as they were discussing, Fang Ping suddenly appeared, and the small city landed with a loud bang. "Don't leave. Ji Yao, how dare you go against me, Fang Ping? Wait for your death." Fang Ping controlled the small city to land, and it exploded instantly. Some of the rank 6 martial artists nearby had their heads blown up directly. Fang Ping did not stay any longer. The small city condensed again and exploded in front of Air Bidwa. Air Bidwa's expression was slightly sluggish. Then he quickly chased after Fang Ping. The other 4 rank 7s did not leave this time. Instead, they were extremely vigilant. Jiang Hao had met up with him. Now that Jiang Chao had appeared, what about Jiang Hao? Jiang Chao. At this time, Ji Yao did not care about the casualties of those rank 6 martial artists. Instead, she frowned and asked, "What did he say just now?" A rank 7 martial artist said. Uncertainly, he said, "Dare to go against him." "Fang Ping? Fang Ping?" Ji Yao was stunned for a moment. After a while, she said, "Fang Ping?" This name was so familiar. Someone remembered and said immediately, when Yang Qing was dying, she also shouted Fang Ping. "I don't know if it's the same name. Your Highness also knows that the names of resurrected martial artists are very complicated." "No, isn't he Jiang Chao? Could it be the nickname that resurrected martial artists mentioned?" As soon as this was said, a few rank 7 martial artists looked at each other. Was it? Regarding the resurrected martial artists, they only had some understanding of the land of battle and some books. They had never been to the land of rebirth. Nickname? Nickname Fang Ping? Something did not feel right. Ji Yao was also a little confused. She frowned and said, "Whatever, let's go and catch up." Whether it was Fang Ping or Jiang Chao, kill them first. However, Yang Qing said that he wanted to kill Fang Ping, and then said that Jiang Chao had nothing to do with him. Recalling this, Ji Yao suddenly had a thought. Could it be that these two were not the same person? Ji Yao was confused. Who was the one that she had always wanted to kill? Even though she was confused, Ji Yao did not delay, and quickly chased after them. Commander Air Bidwa was still chasing the other party. The other party was full of tricks. Who knew if there would be any changes? Trash, an upper stage rank. 7 actually can't catch up to an upper stage rank 6. How embarrassing. In front, Fong Ping was extremely provocative. He sneered and said, "Your monster life royal court dares to chase after me. Wait and see. This time, I won't let any of you leave." Air Bidwa did not say a word. He blasted a punch and exploded the void. Fong Ping's body flashed with golden light. He also blasted a punch, but he vomited blood and fled in panic. Air Bidwa chased, while saying coldly, "Continue to self-destruct your immortal deity. I want to see how many times you can self-destruct. It's not a problem to blow you up." As Fong Ping fled, he taunted, "You'll regret this time." Cutting off that witch's arms is a sign of respect for her. How dare you take revenge? How dare you? Even if Air Bidwa reached middle stage rank 7, he was furious at this time. These words were so infuriating that he wanted to vomit blood. You cut off the arms of a true king's descendant, the king lord's daughter. Isn't it right to chase after you? Even a true king was not as overbearing as the other party. Not to mention that he was not a real commander. Even if he was, a commander would still dare to be so presumptuous. "Jiang Chao, my name is Fong Ping. Remember, don't die without knowing who killed you." Boom. Before Fong Ping could finish his sentence, Crocodile Bidwa punched through the air, sending Fong Ping flying thousands of meters forward, his back exploding. On Fong Ping's body, the golden light continued to flicker, and he quickly recovered to his original state. He chuckled and said, "Continue, come on, let's see if you can kill me with one punch." Try it then. This time, Fong Ping did not self-destruct his immortal deity. Air Bidwa was also a little surprised. As for the name that Fong Ping mentioned, Air Bidwa was too lazy to pursue it. He would think about it after killing him. Boom. Air Bidwa punched one after another. Fong Ping was running and recovering at the same time. He had no intention of fighting back at all. In fact, it was useless for him to fight back. However, Fong Ping still self-destructed his mentality twice, blocking for a moment. Otherwise, if he really got close to him, the power would be greater, and he would not be able to withstand it. An upper stage rank, 7 martial artist had the ability to kill him in seconds. Of course, that meant that if he got close and unleashed his full strength, Fong Ping would not even have time to recover and would probably be killed. However, at a distance of hundreds of meters, a rank 7 martial artist's mentality explosion range was limited. Beyond this distance, the explosion was not pure celestiality, but energy force. Fong Ping self-destructed his mentality, but this time was different from the past. In the past, after he self-destructed, his speed was extremely fast, and he quickly disappeared from sight. He restrained his aura and could not be detected. This time, Fong Ping seemed to be a little slower because of his injury, always in Air Bidwa's line of sight. Air Bidwa chased while being vigilant. This guy, something was wrong this time. In front, Fong Ping fled for a while and suddenly laughed. "You're finished." "Jiang, Hao has already gone to kill Ji Yao. It's too late for you to go back now. Your people are probably all dead." As soon as this was said, Air Bidwa was relieved. Then he sneered. "Although Jiang Hao is strong, you still overestimate him. There were still 2 middle-stage commanders and 2 early-stage powerhouses on His Highness' side. These 4 people were more than enough to protect Ji Yao. It turned out that this kid wanted to lure him away and kill His Highness. Are you sure you want to continue chasing me? Jiang Hao is not someone to be trifled with. If you go back and collect His Highness' corpse now, it might not be too late. I'll collect your corpse first. Bidwa had no intention of going back at this time. No matter how the battle over there was, he could drag it out for a while. In order to lure him this time, this kid had been extremely close to him. If he could not kill the other party this time, it would be difficult in the future. It would not be too late to kill him first, and then go back. Martial artists were decisive. If they looked at each other now, they would probably achieve nothing in the end. Go to hell. This time, Bidwa erupted continuously. His fists were like mountains, bombarding Fong Ping again and again. Fong Ping's body exploded, but he could barely maintain his recovery speed. He continued to pull away from Bidwa, self-detonating his mentality from time to time to stop him for a while. After chasing for dozens of miles, Fong Ping suddenly turned around, and the small city continued to self-detonate. In the next moment, just as Bidwa stopped, Fong Ping suddenly shouted, "Die!" At this moment, Bidwa felt threatened, a strong sense of crisis. Soon, Bidwa discovered the source of the crisis. In front of Fong Ping, a golden Changdao suddenly appeared. Bidwa's pupils shrank. This kid actually hit a trump card that brought a great threat to him. "It's not that easy to kill me," Bidwa shouted coldly. Then, a thick mentality barrier quickly condensed in front of him. In the next moment, Bidwa's expression changed again. Fong Ping did not use his saber. The golden Changdao became brighter and brighter, and the aura became stronger and stronger. It was so strong that he felt that he might be killed instantly. There's no need to take his saber. Bidwa also saw that this kid took a long time to prepare. This kind of move might work once. Next time, he was prepared. If he did not give him time, he would not be able to kill him. Thinking of this, Bidwa sneered. Seeing Fong Ping's saber slashing down, Bidwa flew away quickly without looking back. "You think I have to take your saber? Do you still have the ability to escape after one slash?" However, when Fong Ping used his saber, the sense of threat became stronger and stronger. This time, Bidwa flew backward, even faster. It was a very strong ultimate move. He had to avoid it first. He flew backward for thousands of meters. In front of him, Fong Ping was still chasing him, shouting, "Don't run! Slash me!" Ridiculous! Bidwa sneered in his heart, but he still felt the danger. He turned around and was about to speed up his escape. This kind of accumulation could not be maintained forever. If this kid did not slash, he would not be able to withstand it. If he avoided this slash, he would still let himself be killed. Just as Bidwa turned around, a golden light rose from the ground. The speed of this golden light was extremely fast. At this moment, Bidwa's pupils shrank. Wrong. The source of the danger was wrong. The danger did not come from Fong Ping's saber, but the sword behind him. Damn it! Bidwa roared. The battle between powerhouses was only a thin line. Fong Ping's actions made him make a prediction error. The threat brought by Fong Ping's saber covered the source of the threat behind him. Bastards, they're scheming against me. Roar. Bidwa roared. In front of him, a half-real, half-virtual crocodile monster beast appeared out of thin air. This was his materialization. As soon as the materialization appeared, Bidwa quickly condensed a rich celestiality. He had no intention of counterattacking, just defending. At this moment, Fong Ping, who was behind him, gritted his teeth. The small city descended in an instant and exploded instantly. With this explosion, the crocodile monster beast trembled. In the blink of an eye, the small city reappeared and exploded for the second time. Boom, boom. The crocodile monster beast's figure became even more illusory. At this moment, Fong Ping roared wildly. A small golden city condensed and exploded with a loud bang. Bang! The crocodile monster beast was blown to pieces in an instant. There was a momentary daze in Bidwa's eyes. At this time, the sword had already pierced through the air. Puff! A low sound of flesh breaking was heard. In the next moment, Bidwa's eyes were dull, and he fell from the sky. A bloody hole the size of a coin appeared in front of his forehead. In the air, the illusory crocodile monster beast disappeared instantly. He died just like that. At this time, Jianghao rose from the ground and slashed Bidwa's corpse with a sword. He said somewhat blankly, "Isn't this too easy?" At this moment, his face was pale, and he had consumed a lot of energy. However, an upper stage rank 7 martial artist was killed by him so easily. It was too surprising. Soon, Jianghao thought of the key point. He suddenly looked at Fang Ping, who was constantly spewing blood, and said with a look of surprise, "That saber just now, the reason why he killed Bidwa with a sword was because of that saber. That saber brought a huge threat to Bidwa, causing Bidwa to make a mistake in his prediction. If there was no threat brought by that saber, Bidwa would definitely discover and sense it when he used his sword. Even if he could not block it, Bidwa could quickly cover up his weaknesses. However, Fang Ping's actions made him make a huge mistake. He ignored Jianghao's sword, which was the key to Bidwa's easy death. Fang Ping did not say anything. He touched Bidwa's body for a moment, thought about it, and simply put the corpse into the storage space. At this time, Fang Ping laughed and said, "It's for scaring people. If I really slashed it, it'll just break some skin." Jianghao chuckled. "Who are you trying to fool?" However, he was on guard. This kid really had a lot of tricks up his sleeves. An upper stage rank 7 martial artist was killed just like that. That saber, he had to be careful too. The sense of crisis just now even exceeded the outburst of his ultimate technique. This meant that once Fang Ping used his saber, it might be even stronger than his sword just now. If he really did that to himself, would he not be finished? Fang Ping smiled and did not say much. If he knew what Jianghao was thinking, Fang Ping would tell him that if he really used his saber, this guy would definitely be killed by him. There was no other reason. If he really used his saber, he would not erupt a strong aura at all. If he restrained his aura, when the enemies sensed the crisis, the saber would probably fall on his head. Unlike Jianghao, if he did not use his saber to erupt his aura to cover him, he would have been discovered by Bidwa long ago. Fang Ping did not talk about the saber anymore. He glanced behind him and said with a smile, "Let's go. Your combat strength is not at its peak now. Hide first. When you recover later, we'll kill everyone except Ji Yao. Don't even think about leaving." Jianghao also stopped talking about the saber. He also smiled and said with some regret, "It's a pity that we can't slowly torture them to death." Fang Ping glanced at him. Crazy. This guy was a complete villain. Of course, he had to kill the enemy as fast as possible. Torture? Be careful not to die in the hands of others one day. Villains die because they moved too much. Did he not understand? Fang Ping was too lazy to care about him. If this guy died, then so be it. It was none of his business. The two of them did not linger and quickly disappeared from the spot. Not long after they left, Ji Yao and the others caught up. Sensing the remaining dangerous aura at the scene, the expressions of several rank 7 martial artists changed again and again. "Where's Commander Air?" They looked around. At this moment, they could no longer sense Bidwa's aura. Ji Yao looked around. At this moment, she felt like she was being targeted by a hunter. Someone was hunting her. "Those below the commander level, leave this place immediately." Ji Yao repeated again. They must leave immediately. Where was Commander Bidwa? Was the upper stage Commander Bidwa dead? No way. The Jiang brothers, whether they were brothers or not, the two of them did not have the ability to kill Air Bidwa so quickly. But what if? Genius 1. Second, remember this website address. Mobile version. Chapter 588. Go. Where do you want to go? Jiang Hao went to recover, but Fang Ping did not. When those rank 6 martial artists were preparing to retreat, Fang Ping appeared and disappeared like a ghost, like a demon, wantonly hunting these rank SIXS. Not long after, those retreating rank SIXS were forced back by Fang Ping alone. Bastard! When she saw those people being forced back, Ji Yao's expression changed completely. Commander, Air was in trouble. If nothing happened to Air Bidwa, Jiang Chao, no, Fang Ping would not be able to free himself and would not dare to hunt them. After cursing, Ji Yao realized that they were really in trouble this time and said quickly, Commander, let's retreat together. Ji Yao did not plan to stay any longer. Originally, because Air Bidwa was still there, her plan was for the rank SIXS to retreat and the rank 7s to surround and kill Fang Ping. But now, Commander Air Bidwa was in trouble. Even an upper stage commander powerhouse was in trouble. How did Fang Ping do it? You think you can leave? Just as Ji Yao was speaking, Fang Ping suddenly flashed like a ghost and killed a rank 6 martial artist with 1 slash. His head fell off. Ji Yao, those who dare to go against me, Fang Ping, are almost all dead. You are no exception. At this moment, Fang Ping was extremely arrogant, standing proudly in the void thousands of meters in front of them. You can't catch up to me, and I can hunt you at will. Even those 2 middle stage rank 7s have to die. Ji Yao, do you regret it? Ji Yao's face was livid, not saying a word. The few rank 7 martial artists did not chase after them. They were all extremely vigilant, guarding Ji Yao. Jiang Hao was still there. There was no time to go to the rank 7 region to ask for reinforcements. Ji Yao glanced at the rank 6 martial artists around her and shouted, Everyone disperse and retreat separately. It's useless. In front, Fang Ping smiled and said, They can't leave. These people are too slow. I can kill them one by one. It's even easier. Moreover, my people are guarding the entrance. You know that it's not a problem to kill all of you. What do you want? Divine weapons. Hand over all your divine weapons, life essence, and everything else. And I can spare you. Ji Yao said coldly. Dream on. I'm sorry. Ever since I became a martial artist, I've stopped dreaming. Fang Ping grinned, wiped his neck, and said mildly, Cat and mouse. You might not know what kind of scene it is, but you don't need to know. I'll be waiting for you in front. Wait for your deaths. Unless you hand over something that satisfies me, all of you will die. With that, Fang Ping disappeared. Ji Yao's expression turned ugly as she shouted, Who the hell are you? Fang Ping. MCMU Fang Ping. Remember, one day you will know how big of a mistake it is to offend me. Fang Ping. Bastard. Ji Yao was furious. You were the one who killed me first. You killed me, so I took revenge. You actually have the face to say that I offended you? Bastard. After her outburst, Ji Yao could no longer sense Fang Ping's presence. She looked at the few rank 7 martial artists beside her. After a while, she said, If we can't split up, then let's retreat together. He doesn't have the ability to kill us. Your Highness, a middle stage rank 7 martial artist said, Immediately, why don't we split up and attract his attention? We'll escort His Highness away. At this moment, these people were a little panicked. Crocodile Bidwa was dead. This was beyond their expectations. If the other party could kill Crocodile Bidwa, he could kill them too. It was fine if they died, but Ji Yao could not die. Ji Yao's eyes were cold. She shook her head and said, Since I brought everyone here, I won't abandon them. Go, find Fengqing and the others. Commander Crocodile is missing. Now, that Fengping wants to attack us. Only Fengqing and the others can stop Fengping. There were still powerhouses in the king's battleground. Heavenly Plant's royal court still had 2 upper stage, 2 middle stage, and 6 early stage martial artists. In addition, they had 2 middle stage and 2 early stage on their side. If 14 commander-level powerhouses really gathered together, Fengping's arrogance would not last long. At most, they could force Fengqing and the others to escort them out. Would Fengping dare to intercept and kill this team? Ji Yao wanted to find Fengqing. The few rank 7s also nodded. Now, they could only find Fengqing and the others to cooperate. Otherwise, they did not know what to do now. Initially, they were very confident. However, Commander Crocodile did not return. Although he said he was missing, they all understood that he was probably dead. Otherwise, Commander Crocodile would not leave His Highness alone. While Ji Yao was looking for Fengqing and the others, Fengping appeared a few times. He came and went like a shadow. Sometimes he hid underground, sometimes he hid in the river, and suddenly attacked. This time, Ji Yao had a taste of Feng Miesheng. On the first day, they entered the king's battleground. Fengping also treated Feng Miesheng and the others the same way. They could not avoid it. The more people there were, the stronger the energy and the stronger the aura. Fengping could sense where they were moving, but they could not detect Fengping's whereabouts. The few rank 7s did not dare to leave Ji Yao's side. Even if Ji Yao did not care and ordered them to kill Fengping, they did not move. They could not let anything happen to His Highness, even if some rank SIXS died. Even if His Highness had the means to perish together, that would be after he died. It was not the point where he had to die yet. The team of 100 or so people was getting smaller and smaller. 90 people, 80 people. Along the way, Fengping appeared many times. Every time he appeared, there would be a large number of casualties. Some of the Monster Life royal courts, rank 6 martial artists even broke down and left alone. Even so, very soon, these people's heads were thrown back. Fengping, kid, you're good as an assassin. Jiang Hao, who had recovered, did not look for Fengping. Instead, he chased after Ji Yao and the others in the direction they left. Soon, Fengping found his way over. Looking at Fengping's team in the distance, who were on high alert and surrounded by Ji Yao's team, Jiang Hao was also very surprised. This kid was really good. Fengping chuckled. Now, the ones who are a real threat to me are only upper stage rank 7 martial artists. Although I can't kill middle stage martial artists, they can't kill me easily either. As long as I'm not surrounded and unable to escape, these people can't kill me. If there were 4 or 5 middle stage martial artists, I would be in some trouble. Now there are only 2, and they still have to guard against you. How would they dare to kill me? What do we do now? They seem to be looking for Fengqing and the others. There are many rank 7s in the Monster Plant's royal court. A round bead appeared in Fengping's hand suddenly. Jiang Hao recognized it at a glance and shook his head. It might not be useful. Even if it's useful, it's best not to use it. If you use it, you and I won't be able to escape. Fengping frowned slightly. Is this thing useless? It's not useless. Of course, it's hard to say. What's sealed here is only a wisp of origin chi. It might not be able to trigger the chaos origin path. If it's really triggered, then you won't be able to escape in time. If it explodes, the coverage is very wide. Then it's trash? It's not really trash. Why don't you find someone to try triggering it, the kind that doesn't care about their lives? Fengping rubbed his chin and glanced at him. Jiang Hao's face, which was still carrying a gentle smile, suddenly stiffened. Mother f***, why are you looking at me? Although I'm not afraid of death, I don't want to do this kind of thing. You can find someone else for a suicide mission. Then I'll ambush them from afar as a hidden weapon. They'll definitely shatter the bead themselves. That should work, right? That depends on whether they're stupid or not. Whether it's a threat or not, they can actually sense it. If you throw it, the destructive power won't be too strong. Even rank 3 won't be able to hurt them. At this time, if it doesn't shatter, then it'll be a big loss. This thing was extremely precious, an absolute peak of origin energy. Honestly speaking, only that fellow had fallen. Otherwise, no one would throw their origin chi around like that. I'll just be paranoid. Fong Ping smiled and said, "How far will it cover?" "At least 3,000 meters, or else you won't be able to escape. Right, stay away from me. Remember to let me leave when you throw it." Jiang Hao reminded him hurriedly. Fong Ping glanced at him. "Are you that afraid of death?" "I thought you were really not afraid of death. You're just a paper tiger." Those who were afraid of death were not real perverts. Fong Ping, who had been wary of him suddenly hurting people, was less worried now. If he was not a real pervert who liked to torture and kill people, then he was pretending to be a powerhouse. This guy might have an inferiority complex, but he wanted to pretend to be strong, so he chose to torture and kill martial artists. Did someone pee on his head when he was young? Fong Ping made a judgment in his heart and prepared to ask Fatty Jiang later. Jiang Hao most likely had an inferiority complex. He looked strong on the outside, but he was weak on the inside. He might even have a cross-dressing fetish and tortured female martial artists to death. Maybe he was jealous of their beauty. Bah, what a pervert! Fong Ping shuddered, subconsciously distancing himself from Jiang Hao. This guy was a pervert even if he was not. He ignored Jiang Hao. With Jiang Hao around, it was even easier for Fong Ping to kill. From afar, Jiang Hao unleashed his aura, and Fong Ping ambushed and killed. Those martial artists did not even dare to run. The rank 7 martial artists did not even have the intention to chase after them. Both of them circled around. One would chase after one, and the other would kill violently. If they split up and chased after them, be careful not to be killed. Ji Yao and the rest released energy beams into the sky, trying to lure Feng Qing and the rest out. Where were they? The king's battleground was not small, and it was not easy to bump into them. During this period, Fong Ping sometimes did not show himself. Instead, he threw something to kill people from afar. Although he might not be able to kill them, some of the weaker ones would often be seriously injured. Under this torment, under the situation where dozens of people were killed and injured, Ji Yao and the rest finally saw Feng Qing and the rest. When she saw Feng Qing and the rest, Ji Yao even had the urge to cry. Originally, she treated Feng Qing and the rest as enemies, but now she felt like she had seen a life-saving straw. She was not afraid of death, and she was also sure that Fong Ping would not dare to kill her. However, so many of the people she brought had died, and it made her feel bad. "Where's Ibidwa?" When Feng Qing saw Ji Yao and the rest, he was also shocked. Ibidwa, who was of the same rank as him, was gone. On the Destiny Royal Court side, it was a mess. Everyone was injured, and a group of people was missing. No one knew if they were dead or had left. Ji Yao regained her composure. She glanced at the gloomy Feng Yeshing in the crowd and suddenly felt much better. At least she was not as miserable as Feng Yeshing. She was miserable, but others were even more miserable. This was happiness. At this moment, Ji Yao was relieved and felt much better. She regained her cold demeanor and said, "Commander Yi is missing. Jiang Hao and Fong Ping have met up." Fong Ping. Feng Qing looked confused. Why did another person appear? It's Jiang Chao. Before she could finish her sentence, someone suddenly laughed in the distance. I'm not Jiang Chao, the woman who was killed and kneeling on the ground begging, for mercy, don't be so stubborn. I don't have a peerless elder. I'm just a normal martial artist. I can still kill you until you kneel and beg for mercy. Ha ha. You haven't seen how this woman kneeled and begged for mercy just now, right? Ha ha ha. As Feng Qing and the rest attacked, Fang Ping had long disappeared. Only his voice echoed in the air. Bastard. I didn't. Ji Yao was furious. How could she have done such a thing? Feng Qing saw the ugly look on her face and did not say anything. In reality, he knew it was impossible. However, knowing was one thing. Everyone knew it was fake. Feng Miexing sneered. It's hard to say. No one will know whether I did it or not. Even if they know, they won't dare to say it. You're asking for it. Feng Miexing regained his arrogance and sneered. Ji Yao, you're the one begging us now. What does it have to do with us if you're killed? Do you really think that Sky Plant's royal court is your subsidiary dynasty? You died in Jiang Chao's hands. It has nothing to do with us. What's wrong? Did I say something wrong? Feng Miexing was full of mockery, this which was so arrogant before. But now, she was the one who was killed and came to them for help. Feng Qing did not say anything after he said that. They did not have a subordinate relationship with Ji Yao. Previously, Fang Ping used Ji Yao to threaten them. Ji Yao, this witch, had tricked them once. At that time, there were many people in the land of King's battleground. Moreover, Ji Yao had sent someone to inform them. It might have caused a misunderstanding. Now, Ji Yao was dead. It had nothing to do with them. Now that the situation had come to this, who would believe that he, Feng Qing, had killed Ji Yao? Of course, he would not kill her. Ji Yao had the origin energy. If she killed him, he would die too. However, there were still 4 commanders on Ji Yao's side. Now that everyone had the same enemy, he did not mind joining forces to kill Jiang Chao. Thinking of this, Feng Qing interrupted. Is he Jiang Chao or Fang Ping? Ji Yao sneered. I don't know. This was spread by Feng Miexing. Feng Qing looked at Feng Miexing. Feng Miexing's expression was ugly. Don't believe him. He's Jiang Chao, a descendant of King of War. If he's not a descendant of King of War, would such a martial artist appear in the land of rebirth? He's just trying to mislead us now. Whether it's Fang Ping or Jiang Chao, he must be killed. Feng Qing said. Now, he could not be bothered to pursue the issue of identity. Very soon, Feng Qing looked at everyone and said, now Jiang Hao and Fang Ping have met up. Jiang Hao's ability is not weak. Previously, all of you were unwilling to join forces, causing Commander Crocodile's death. Now, since you've met up, Your Highness Ji Yao, Commander Hu, and the rest must listen to my arrangements. We must protect Your Highness. They won't dare to kill Ji Yao. If all of you are unwilling, then please leave. We won't bring a bunch of burdens with us. Feng Qing did not hold back. If they were unwilling to make a move, then what was the point of keeping them? The 4 commanders were not weak. They might even be able to kill Jiang Chao. However, Ji Yao was not hesitant. She said in a low voice, all right, Commander Hu and the rest will listen to your arrangements. Your Highness is still the most reasonable. Feng Qing smiled and said quickly, then Commander Hu and the rest, along with Mu He and Mulan, the 6 of you will kill Jiang Hao. The rest, follow me and Mu Dao Yu to kill Fang Ping. No matter how strong he is, no matter how many tricks he has, he must die this time. 2 middle stage and 4 early stage were enough to hunt down Jiang Hao. As for them, 2 upper stage, 2 middle stage, and 4 early stage to kill Fang Ping. As long as he did not escape, he would die without a doubt. Even if 14 commanders joined forces, they still could not kill these two people. Just as Ji Yao and the rest were looking for Fang Ping and the rest, preparing to surround and kill them. Fang Ping looked at Yao Qingjun in front of him in shock. He had really broken through? How could he be so fast? Fang Ping was in slight disbelief. How many days had it been? He had broken through just like that. As for how Yao Qingjun found him, that was easy. These few days, he did not put the mother-child sensor into his space, just so that they could find him. However, Yao Qingjun had actually broken through. This was still beyond Fang Ping's expectations. Right now, Yao Qingjun had really achieved rank 7. Yao Qingjun opened his mouth and said, "Fang Ping, you should go to the ruins to look for opportunities. You might have underestimated the ruins here." Yao Qingjun's expression was a little strange. He said softly, "Before this, everyone kept saying that breaking through here is very fast, but as for how fast, they didn't understand. Now I understand. What exactly is going on? What's in the ruins?" Yao Qingjun's expression was a little complicated. After a while, he said, "I don't know." Fang Ping was speechless. "Are you kidding me? You said you understood just now, and now you say you don't know? Are you kidding me?" Yao Qingjun was also a little troubled. After thinking for a while, he organized his words and said, "How should I say this? Previously, the others didn't say it clearly, but it's probably the same. These few days, I entered a ruins. After entering, I realized that I don't seem to be in the king battleground anymore. It's not a ruin either. I remember that I entered a small, damaged palace. But after I entered, I appeared in another place. I don't know where it is either. I only know that it's not a palace. It's a place with nothing. Over there, it's filled with a lot of sourceless mentality." "Sourceless mentality?" Fang Ping asked in surprise. "What's sourceless mentality?" "It's pure mentality without the power of origin, without any martial artist's aura." Yao Qingjun thought for a while and said, "Yes, that's it. Mentality without any aura of origin or martial artist's life origin. You have to know the mentality of people like us carries our own imprint. When it leaves our body, it will dissipate. It's impossible to store mentality like an energy source, but that place is indeed filled with a lot of sourceless mentality. It's very concentrated, so concentrated that after I cultivated for a while, the speed of my mentality gate closing was almost 1,000 times faster than before. I didn't cultivate for long there before my mentality gate was sealed. After my mentality gate was sealed, my life gate, say it. Let's not talk about this for now. My life gate was originally sealed. This time, I also directly crossed the peak rank 6 stage. After I sealed my mentality gate, very soon I directly achieved mentality vitality fusion, and then naturally entered rank 7. That simple? Yes. Fang Ping stared at him. For a while, a little speechless. He said, "You mean this sourceless mentality can help you seal the gate quickly? Not only that, it can also help me increase my mentality." Yao Qingjun opened his mouth and said, "My current mentality is much stronger than when it first appeared. I feel it. It seems to be stronger than me. It's a little unbelievable. Where did you go after you entered the ruins? And how did you come out?" "I don't know where I went. I came out. As soon as I broke through, I came out automatically." "Outside the ruins?" "No, the ruins are gone." Fang Ping's face was blank. What was he talking about? What the hell did he mean by the ruins were gone? Previously, Zhang Peng did not say that after entering, the ruins were gone. Also, although the others could break through quickly, they all came in a few times. Yao Qingjun was too fast. Seeing Fang Ping's blank face, Yao Qingjun thought for a while again and said, "Actually, I have some speculations, but I'm not too sure. Or, I think it might be a mistake in my speculation. Say it, Fang Ping said gloomily. Just say it. I'm about to suffocate because of you. The opportunities that each of us encountered might be different. What I encountered was sourceless mentality. Some people might encounter other powers, or it might simply be a treasure. However, I think what I encountered might involve a deep secret. Say it quickly. Materialize. Yao Qingjun no longer hesitated. With a solemn expression, he said, I'm guessing that the place I went to might be inside a powerhouse's materialization. Fang Ping, a dead powerhouse. The materialization did not dissipate, but after many years of accumulation, a large amount of sourceless mentality was left behind. This is impossible. When a person is dead, how could the materialization still be left behind? After I broke through, maybe because I absorbed a large amount of sourceless mentality, it caused the materialization to become unstable, shatter, and dissipate. Therefore, the ruins disappeared. Fang Ping, among the ruins here, not every place might have such a powerhouse's materialization left behind, but I'm guessing that maybe most of them are like this. Or the appearance of the ruins is an illusion. The outside might really be some buildings from back then, but inside, it's a powerhouse's remnant materialization. These dead powerhouses left their materialization behind to give future generations a chance to break through quickly. Fang Ping said with a headache, You're saying that when a person died, the materialization was left behind. But when a person died, their mentality would overflow. Even if it was not obliterated, it would only form something like a boundary wall. How could there be a materialization left behind? As I said, it's just my own judgment. Yao Qingjun explained, it might not be true, and this has something to do with my previous materialization. I feel a little familiar. A normal rank 6 martial artist might not have this kind of feeling. Also, this has something to do with you. Me? Didn't you say before that ancient martial artists have mentality cultivation methods? If there is, why can't there be a situation where the materialization is real? If mentality is strong enough to a certain extent, constantly filling up the materialization, isn't it normal for the materialization to exist for a long time without dissipating? Yao Qingjun said with a serious look. Others might not think of it. Those peak level and mid-rank 9 powerhouses can't enter. They don't know the specific inside story either. But I feel that it's a materialization. Fang Ping, the path of ancient martial artists, might really be different from ours. They will focus on cultivating the materialization. We won't, because we don't have so much energy to keep filling it up, because our mentality is too difficult to cultivate. At the end of the day, we still mainly cultivate vitality force, using vitality force to feed back mentality. At this time, it's already extremely difficult for mentality to reach the standard of advancement. Who has so much time and effort to cultivate the materialization? But what if there are ancient martial artists who focus on cultivating mentality, but not vitality force? Does such a possibility exist? Fang Ping squinted and looked at him for a while. Yao Qingjun nodded and said, Yes, I'm talking about myself. No, my past life. Do you think I'm that kind of martial artist? Then, according to what you said, your materialization should have existed a long time ago. Existing might mean complete death. Dissipating might mean rebirth. Yao Qingjun looked serious, then said, Also, look at this spear of mine. As Yao Qingjun said that, a long spear appeared in his hand. The long spear he got from the Gate of Life that day. Fang Ping fixed his eyes on it, only to see that the long spear in Yao Qingjun's hand disappeared instantly. Fang Ping did not say anything. I saw it. What's wrong? Are you kidding me? It appeared again, and then it retracted again. Yao Qingjun found it a little funny, said, Feel it carefully. Fang Ping revealed a hint of surprise released his mentality, and began to feel. In the next moment, Fang Ping was suddenly stunned, his brows knitted tightly, saying slowly, "This isn't a divine weapon. No, this isn't a weapon. It's a weapon. A weapon solidified by mentality." Yao Qingjuan's eyes sparkled, saying, "A weapon solidified by mentality. Fang Ping, have you thought about it? Do you dare to believe it? Before this, I always thought that this was a weapon made of a special material. It was only after I achieved mentality-vitality fusion and achieved rank 7 that I realized the abnormality. This isn't actually a spear. It can change its form according to my thoughts." As he spoke, the long spear appeared in Yao Qingjuan's hand again. This spear began to change, turning into a saber for a while, a sword for the next. This isn't the kind of mentality solidification by Paragon. The kind of solidification by Paragon is just like the boundary wall. Of course, the boundary wall is also very hard, but it doesn't have this kind of transformation function. Fang Ping, now do you understand why I guessed that it's a materialization? Because there might be a group of powerhouses who specialize in mentality among the ancient martial artists. These powerhouses have gone very far on this path, so far that they can use mentality to forge weapons. A weapon that lasts forever. A weapon that changes according to your thoughts. Only a weapon like this can be called a true divine weapon. Compared to it, the divine weapons today are too weak. Fang Ping was speechless. "Do you know that you're very arrogant? Ancient martial artists who specialize in mentality. Yes, maybe there are also ancient martial artists who specialize in vitality force or powerhouses who specialize in both. Everyone encountered different ruins, so their encounters are also different. Maybe someone encountered the ruins of powerhouses who specialize in vitality force. If that's the case, then I'm guessing that the power left behind by these powerhouses might be the extremely powerful vitality force without a source. Help everyone seal the Sanjiao Gate quickly, because these dead powerhouses, in my opinion, are probably the extremely powerful kind, even at least rank 9. Old Manly, 10,000 Dao unification, specializing in vitality." At this moment, some thoughts surfaced in Fang Ping's mind. Specializing in vitality, cultivating nothing else. Under 10,000 Dao unification, only cultivating vitality. The stronger the vitality, the stronger the mentality. Maybe this was not a dual cultivation, but just cultivating vitality alone. There was another kind of person who might also be 10,000 Dao unification, but they did not cultivate vitality, but mentality. Old Man Li drew his sword. What he slashed was not the enemy's mentality, but the enemy's body. Would there be a group of people like Old Man Li drawing their swords and slashing? The person was still alive, but the other party's mentality was destroyed. The golden body appears first, mentality materializes later. That's why 10,000 Dao unification cultivates vitality, because the golden body is stronger. Mentality materializes first, then appears after the golden body. Could it also be 10,000 Dao unification and cultivate mentality? No. If that's the case, modern martial artists can all achieve 10,000 Dao unification at rank 8. Or maybe it's not necessary to cultivate mentality, but to walk another path? Fang Ping's head was splitting. Suddenly, he shook his head, exhaled, and said, "I don't care. Since you've broken through, I don't care how you did it. You came just in time. I was just about to kill someone." At this moment, Fang Ping really did not want to think about that. It was too troublesome. "I don't care how ancient martial artists cultivate. What does it have to do with me?" The most important thing now was to kill that group of people, to make this trip to the King battleground a success. As for the ruins, after killing them, he could just look for it himself. When the time came, he would naturally know. Also, this fellow Yao Qingjun, what did he get from the life gate? Please remember this book's original domain name. Mobile version website. Chapter 5, 89. Global High Martial Arts. Sorry, making some adjustments. Currently typing. Please wait a moment. After the content has been updated, please refresh the page to receive the latest update. Chapter 590. The place where the king level battle took place was a wasteland. In midair, Feng Miesheng roared, "Jiang Chao! I don't care if you're Jiang Chao or Feng Ping. Don't you want to kill me? Didn't you say you didn't want me to leave the king battlefield? Come out. Kill me. Are you scared? You piece of trash, come out. If you don't come out, I'll leave the king battlefield. Ha ha, you can't kill me anymore. Idiot! More than 10 li away, Feng Ping cursed as he sat on a tree branch. Do you really think so highly of yourself? I still want to kill you. Who wants to kill you? I just saw that you were rich and would definitely drop equipment. You overestimated yourself. Jiang Hao smiled lightly and said, "Why don't we go kill him?" This was an open plan, not a conspiracy. Feng Qing and the others were waiting less than 10 miles away from Feng Miesheng. If Feng Ping wanted to kill Feng Miesheng, once he showed himself, he might be surrounded or he might escape after killing Feng Miesheng. Feng Ping laughed. There's no hurry. This guy won't leave. If he doesn't kill me, how is he going to explain himself when he gets out? So many people had died, and he was the commander. If he didn't die, would he dare to leave? In any case, he would have to watch me die. Or if I had killed those rank 7s, and he felt that there was no hope of killing me, then he would leave. If there's a chance of killing me, he won't leave. Feng Ping did not believe Feng Miesheng when he said that he wanted to leave the battleground. At the side, Yao Chengjun looked around and said, "Some level 6 martial artists from the Demon Life Royal Court have left." Feng Ping nodded and said helplessly, "There are too many people. These people are retreating separately. It's not easy to stop them. Someone has left." Yao Chengjun glanced at him, thought for a moment, and said, "The people of the Monster Life King Court have left. If you want to pass safely this time, the best way is to kill all the people of the Monster Plants King Court." Jiang Hao glanced at him and smiled. "What do you mean?" Now, almost no one from the Monster Plants Royal Court has left, and those who have left have all returned. They're all dead. Only Feng Extermination, and the others are left. Yao Chengjun said calmly, "The news has probably spread outside that Jiang Chao massacred countless people." Hearing this, Jiang Hao's expression darkened. He snorted and said nothing. Yao Chengjun continued, "But who are those people who are being discussed outside? Almost all of them are from the dynasty or the sections. Did they see Feng Ping kill the people from the Monster Plants Royal Court with their own eyes?" Feng Ping raised his eyebrows slightly. He looked at him and smiled. "You mean, yes, all the news actually came from the Monster Plant Royal Court. As for third parties like the dynasty and the sects, although we've killed a lot of them, don't forget that the ones who killed them weren't you or me." Feng Ping understood immediately when he heard that. When they killed those people, their faces were disfigured. Not only was his face disfigured, but he also had the aura of someone from the Monster Plant Royal Court. The reason why everyone was saying that Feng Ping and the others were the ones who did it was actually from the Monster Plants Royal Court. Some people were even spreading false rumors. Since everyone said that Jiang Chao did it, then Jiang Chao did it. In reality, these people had never seen Feng Ping before. They did not even know Feng Ping's aura. Feng Ping chuckled. "What you mean is, after killing all the people from the Monster Plants Royal Court, only the third party and the people from the Monster Life Royal Court went out. The third party actually doesn't know us at all. That witch from the Monster Life Royal Court. Maybe we can even bite back at her. If we say that she led people to kill Feng Mieshing and the others, everyone might suspect that they are more powerful than us. With our strength, one person killing so many people, not many people might really believe it. But the Monster Life Royal Court has many people. They killed Feng Mieshing and the others and framed us. As he said that, Fang Ping rubbed his chin and smiled. The Monster Life Royal Court and the Monster Plants Royal Court have been enemies for many years. Ji Yao seems to have always wanted to kill Feng Mieshing. Her motive is stronger than ours. In the end, the people from the Monster Plants Royal Court are all dead. If Ji Yao goes out and accuses us, if she gives us a chance to reason, it seems like a good idea for us to bite back at her. Those people from the dynasty don't know the specific situation. However, there was a group of monsters that moved with them earlier. That was also their group. It's useless for a group of people to accuse them together. The victims are the people from the Monster Plants Royal Court. In the end, they are all dead. Who will believe their one-sided story? As Yao Qingjun said that, he looked at Fang Ping and said, "Although Brother Jiang said that you killed them, it doesn't matter. I believe that the minister will also stand up for you." However, Fang Ping, other people are other people after all. The trouble this time is not considered small. This time, the minister helped you handle it. Next time, will he continue to clean up after you? Right now, the best way is to muddy the waters and fish in troubled waters. You argue, I argue. In the end, the absolute peak has no intention of starting a war, and the matter will be considered settled. It's better to rely on ourselves than others. Even if we still need the absolute peak to step up in the end, at least we have done it to the point where it is the easiest. This way, the absolute peak powerhouses will not think that you are a big trouble. Fang Ping rubbed his chin and said, "It's not easy. The people from the Monster Plants Royal Court might not be able to kill all of them. Try to kill them. If we can't kill them, then we will change our strategy. Drive a wedge between them. If someone from the Monster Plants Royal Court escapes, we will think of a way to make them mistakenly think that we are actually in cahoots with Ji Yao. We are working together to deal with them. Everything that happened before was just a ruse. What's wrong with killing a few people from the Monster Life Royal Court who are not too important?" Having said that, Yao Qingjun looked at Fang Ping and said with a smile, "If someone really escapes, Fang Ping, then it's up to you." "Me? Yes, subdue Ji Yao in an instant. Put on an intimate show. Don't be too obvious and deliberate. Get lost." Fang Ping scolded. He was speechless. "Old Yao, you seem to have become sinister now. What's going on? Your IQ has increased. Did you recover your memory?" Yao Qingjun could not help but laugh. "Was I very stupid in the past? Do you think I am an ironhead? I am still the military department's commander-in-chief. I have led military martial artists and fought in military battles." Beside them, Jiang Hao listened to their conversation. He felt a headache coming on. He said, "Up to you. I don't care about this. 2 upper stage rank, 7 are not so easy to kill." Fang Ping nodded. He looked at old Yao and asked, "How's your combat strength now?" "If I fight early stage rank, 7, I will definitely kill them." "That's it." Yao Qingjun was speechless. "What do you mean?" "I have just entered rank 7. If I fight someone of the same rank, I will definitely kill them." Definitely kill doesn't mean definitely win. Are you King looking down on me? Fang Ping did not say anything more. He said slowly, "Other than Ji Yao's group, there are 2 upper stage rank, 7, 2 middle stage rank, 7, 6 early stage rank, 7, and Feng Mieshing. Brother Jiang, how about you take on 2 upper stage rank, 7? Jiang Hao was speechless. How should I reply without embarrassing myself? After thinking for a while, Jiang Hao said, I can take on 1, 2, that, got it. Fang Ping smiled. Let's not talk about this. You guys retreat first. I will play with them. You guys go further away. I will see if I can trigger the chaos origin path and kill them. Both of them did not say much. Fang Ping could not help them hide their auras. They were too close to each other and would be easily discovered. Very soon, Feng Mieshing, who was still cursing, tasted the pain. Boulders shot toward him from all directions. The sound of the boulders tearing through the air filled the void. This was not the main point. These boulders could not hurt him. The main point was, after Feng Mieshing smashed a boulder with a punch, he scolded suddenly, Damn bastard! Shameless! I will definitely kill you. When he smashed the boulder, he realized that the boulder was stained with feces. There were monsters here. There were also monsters of the 3 lower ranks. Demonic beasts of the 3 lower grades could excrete. High-ranked monsters could do it too, including those at the peak. Of course, there was no need to do so. They would decompose directly after eating. However, the 3 lower ranks did not have that ability. Feces were not uncommon. That bastard Fang Ping, he actually smashed the boulder that was stained with feces. Feng Qing and the rest had already moved to outflank him. However, very soon they returned, frowning. Fang Ping ran very fast. Even though Fang Ping had run away, Feng Qing was not disappointed. He sneered. As expected, he has his eyes on Mieshing. Mieshing continue. He is very confident and very arrogant. He will make his move sooner or later. As long as you get the chance, he won't be able to escape. As they were talking, another batch of boulders attacked. This time, it was Feng Qing and the rest who attacked. Feng Mieshing said hurriedly, There's monster feces on it. Everyone looked disgusted. A rank 6 and 7 martial artist playing this kind of trick, they could only say that it was boring and disgusting. Other than disgusting people, there was no other effect. A few of them smashed the boulders in the air and attacked the place where the boulders had flown from again. However, Fang Ping was using mentality to control the boulders. He was no longer there. Fang Ping, who had restrained his aura, could not find a trace of Fang Ping, even when everyone was bombarding everywhere. Just like that, the boulders smashed at them from time to time. Fang Ping dared not show himself, nor did he dare to fight them head-on. After a few times, Feng Mieshing could not contain his anger. He began to curse. However, this guy only cursed a few times. To Fang Ping, it did not matter at all. He could curse all he wanted, again and again and again and again. Along the way, Fang Ping had exposed his whereabouts a few times. He was almost surrounded and killed. He was lucky to escape. And this also strengthened everyone's confidence. Just like that, he continued to curse. That guy was very bold. He was also determined to kill Feng Mieshing. He was still unwilling to leave. This meant that Fang Ping must kill Feng Mieshing. Otherwise, Fang Ping could totally hide and not care about this. He could even leave the place of the king battle. However, he did not leave. He still revealed his whereabouts from time to time. This also strengthened Feng Mieshing's determination. Continue to curse him to death. It would be best if he was so angry that he would jump out without caring about anything else. Feng Mieshing would not be satisfied if he did not kill Fang Ping. Although he did not hurt anyone by doing this repeatedly, it made Feng Mieshing and the rest even angrier. This guy was getting more and more disgusting. Previously, it was monster feces. Now, it was feces mixed with water. Even from a distance, the water splashed over, forcing everyone to smash the boulders with their fists from a distance to avoid being splashed. Although they had reached this realm, They could directly isolate themselves with a mentality shield. However, when that thing got close to them, it still made them feel uncomfortable. Feng Miesheng and the other men could not stand it. Ji Yao and the other female martial artists were going crazy. It was their first time seeing such a shameless martial artist. This was like fighting adults. Someone pissed on you. Who would do this during a fight? They were furious. They gritted their teeth and made up their minds to kill Fang Ping. As for Fang Ping, he could not stop sighing. These catacombs martial artists were so impatient. If it were Qin Fengqing, Fang Ping suspected that old Qin would not even make a move. It was not a good habit to waste vitality. Where should one use vitality? When it came to killing people, old Qin used his vitality because he was considering whether it was more worthwhile to escape or to kill. As for these boulders, it was more likely that he would avoid them instead of smashing them. If he smashed them, he would waste a lot of vitality. Of course, these rank 6 and 7 martial artists did not care about this bit of energy consumption. They could almost instantly replenish this low consumption. At this moment, a boulder appeared in Fang Ping's hand again. He used his strength to dig a small hole in the boulder. In the hole, Fang Ping stuffed a crystal-like ball into it. If such a foreign object was stuffed into a boulder, it could still be discovered if it was examined carefully. However, Fang Ping smeared a layer of feces on the boulder. Catacombs martial artists were all high and mighty. Would they still be interested in using their mentality to examine a boulder like this? These guys could not wait to stay away from these things. Good luck to you. If you don't smash this thing, it won't affect you. If you break it yourselves, then it has nothing to do with me. Fang Ping gave his blessings without sincerity. Then he started looking for an opportunity to throw the boulder. In the air, Feng Qing looked around. A few rank 7 martial artists had also spread out at this moment, each investigating carefully. Feng Qing glanced around and looked at Ji Yao. He frowned and said, "What kind of technique is his breath-concealing technique?" Ji Yao said lightly, "How would I know?" Not only did he hide his breath, he could also change his aura and confuse others. Their insistence on killing Fang Ping actually had something to do with this too. A person like this was really very dangerous. The key was this guy cultivating a special cultivation method or something else? If it was a cultivation method, apart from Fang Ping, would anyone else know the land of rebirth? If not, then it meant that Fang Ping was very special. After killing him, his corpse might be of great use. The possibility of it being a cultivation method was not too high. If there was, then Fang Ping would not be the only one using the land of rebirth. If not, then this special martial artist, Fang Ping, must die. Otherwise, he would always have to be on guard against someone ambushing him from behind. How broken would that be? Right now, this guy's ability was still not too strong. However, once he reached rank 7, rank 8, or even higher, what would happen then? You wouldn't even know that he had appeared when he attacked. As they were talking, more boulders came attacking. Seeing the rotten stuff on the boulders, Ji Yao was so disgusted that she wanted to vomit. She was so angry that her face turned green. A few rank 7 martial artists also spread out hurriedly, rushing toward the direction where the boulders came from. This time, they still found nothing. As for Feng Qing, he had already unleashed his energy and shattered those boulders. Damn it! Feng Qing's expression was very ugly. He had enough of this guy's endless feces attacks. Just as he was raging, another pile of boulders came attacking from afar. Damn it! I must kill this bastard. Feng Qing was furious. His mentality quickly scanned the surroundings. Where was that guy? As Feng Qing shattered these boulders, he said gloomily, "Doesn't he like to play with these feces?" Where are the monster gathering spots around? Send a few people to ambush him. Monster feces did not come out of nowhere. There had to be a source. Feng Qing thought that they might be able to ambush that guy. As he spoke, Ji Yao's expression suddenly changed. She took a look at one of the boulders. At this moment, her body was glowing. The next moment, Ji Yao turned and ran without another word, because she had already seen the boulder being smashed, and at this moment she knew what it was, a true king's origin chi. When she sensed this origin chi, the origin chi on her body also fluctuated. This kind of powerhouse's origin chi could sense each other very clearly. Ji Yao turned and ran. At this moment, Feng Qing also felt that something was wrong. He roared, "Disperse!" With this roar, even though the others did not know what was happening, they quickly broke through the air and fled. And the moment the boulder exploded, the small round bead within it also exploded. With this explosion, in the sky above, chaotic energy flow surged instantly, extremely fast. A huge hole seemed to appear in the sky. The energy flow stirred, and the sound of explosions was endless. In the next moment, an invisible, oppressive pressure appeared in the entire King battleground. Fang Ping, who had already fled after throwing the boulder, had a change of expression. He turned back to look. That aura, it was a little familiar. No, he had seen similar pressure before. Bounded zone. At this moment, Fang Ping remembered. In the past, he had seen similar outbursts of pressure in the bounded zone. That day, Qin Fengqing and Tai Tu entered the bounded zone. After that, this kind of pressure erupted, scaring away all the monsters in the periphery. Of course, if the pressure that day was rational, then today's was not rational enough. It was like a lunatic. Origin Dao. What exists in the bounded zone is Origin Dao. Whose origin is it? Alive or dead? Could it be that the Yang family's patriarch went there for this origin energy? At this moment, countless thoughts emerged in Fang Ping's mind again. The origin Dao in the King battleground was chaotic and violent. It was the aggregation of countless people's origins. But the bounded zone might not be like this. Maybe it was just a top-notch powerhouse's origin Dao. And this powerhouse might have fallen, but the origin was still there. If Juexin wanted to walk the second path, did he need these? He should need them. After the Yang family's patriarch fell, Juexin also seized his corpse because he could observe this Juexin's origin Dao when he was alive. Rank 9 martial artists could also observe and even walk this path. Could it really be because of this? The Li family's patriarch claimed to have walked the second path. Could it be the same? He once went to the bounded zone, observed the origin Dao, and then walked the second path. Countless thoughts arose in Fang Ping's mind. Very quickly, they were all shattered. At this moment, it was not the time to think about these. At this moment, heaven and earth in the distance roared, and energy streams exploded. That powerful force was like a madman who had lost his mind. It was destroying everything at the place where the origin chi had just erupted. As soon as the force was released, the ground disappeared directly, as if it had never existed. Countless energy streams exploded. Fang Ping felt as if he had returned to the day when Rose City was blown up. Behind him, that kind of explosion was deafening. In front of Fang Ping, the terrain was also changing continuously. In the past, the changes were one time. After the changes, it would only continue to change after a long time. But now, in front of him, there were mountains and rivers one moment, plains the next, rivers the next. Fang Ping even saw a ruin. Unfortunately, the ruin disappeared in a flash, disappearing in front of him in an instant. The terrain in front of him changed again. Fong Ping did not know how far he had run. When he felt that the threat behind him was smaller, only then did he turn around to look. At this moment, that crazy force seemed to have disappeared without a trace. In the sky that had been broken earlier had also closed up. It was as if nothing had happened. This is just the eruption of a wisp of origin chi, and it actually triggered such a change. That Juexin entered. Fong Ping felt a chill run down his spine. Juexin could seal some origin chi, but Juexin's ability was so powerful that it could shake heaven and earth. It could not be completely hidden. Once the chaotic origin Dao here was triggered, Fong Ping dared not imagine what kind of impact it would cause. It was not impossible for Juexin to fall. No wonder powerhouses who had comprehended origin Dao would not enter. This place was indeed too dangerous. How many people died? The stone that Fong Ping threw earlier was aimed at those rank 7 martial artists. At that time, there were 5 or 6 rank 7s gathered there. There were also a few nearby. Fong Ping did not know if anyone had escaped. At the moment of the eruption earlier, there was a moment of preparation time. Those with quick reflexes and speed might have been able to escape. But looking at the huge black hole in front of him, the terrain was destroyed beyond repair. Fong Ping shuddered. As long as they did not run out of this area, they were probably done for. It was at this moment that Fong Ping heard a roar of extreme rage. "Damn it! Fong Ping, I will definitely kill you." That was Fong Qing's roar. This fellow did not die. He ran together with Ji Yao. His reflexes were fast, and he ran fast too. When the origin Dao erupted, it did not cover him. Even so, at this moment, Fong Qing was furious to the extreme. That bastard! He had schemed against them again. Near the black hole, Fong Qing's expression was livid as the survivors gathered together. Fong Qing swept a glance around, clenched his fists, and said angrily, "Why does he have origin chi?" Not only origin chi, but the origin chi of a true king. To a true king, origin chi was not something to be wasted casually. Not to mention, was he not afraid that his descendants would be killed by others and have their origin chi snatched away before they could erupt? After he said that, Ji Yao's expression turned ugly. It doesn't seem to be the origin chi of a resurrected martial artist. It should be the origin chi of a true king realm demon. Huh. Fong Qing seemed to have thought of something. He humphed and did not say anything else. After tallying the losses, his expression turned even uglier. In that instant of eruption, a few people had died. On Ji Yao's side, when she ran, a few rank 7s whose goal was to protect her ran too. Other than one fellow who was too far away and could not escape, there were still 3 rank 7s who survived. On their side, 10 rank 7 martial artists. In an instant, 5 of them died. The direction where Fong Ping threw it was the direction where they had the most people. D***M***. Bastard! In a fit of rage, Fong Qing glared coldly at Fong Mieshing, who had just flown over. Fong Mieshing did not say anything. He was fine, almost unaffected. There was no other reason. He had been at the forefront attracting Fong Ping's attention, not with the others. The place where the chaos origin Dao erupted was still a long distance away from him. Seeing that Fong Qing was looking at him, Fong Mieshing did not say a word. He knew that his second brother was venting his anger on him. After all, he was the one who caused the trouble this time. These dead chieftains were his second brother's direct subordinates. They were also his capital to become the Lord of Lords. Now, so many of them had died at once. Fong Mieshing was helpless. This time, even his second brother was offended. Fong Qing did not look at Fong Mieshing anymore. He looked around coldly. In his rage, He slammed his palms, smashing the ground around him into pieces. Fortunately, he and Mu Daoyu did not die. Of the 5 who died, 4 were early stage and 1 was middle stage. However, when he thought of how the 12 chieftains had crossed the boundary to come here, they did not think that they could not kill Fang Ping. Now, they had suffered heavy casualties. Only he and Mu Daoyu, 1 middle stage and 2 early stage chieftains, were left. Feng Qing's heart was still bleeding. Too many had died. All these years, the forces that he had cultivated had been destroyed by 30%. How could he compete with the other heirs to the throne? The high-ranked powerhouses that were cultivated in the king's battleground were their capital. In the outside world, the conditions were not so convenient to cultivate so many chieftain powerhouses at once. Feng Qing's heart was bleeding. He was so angry that he was about to explode. That bastard, if he did not kill him, he would not be able to rest in peace for the rest of his life. At this moment, Fang Ping had once again touched the vicinity. After observing for a while, Fang Ping felt a little helpless. 2 upper-stage powerhouses were not dead, including those from the Monster Life Royal Court. There were still 8 rank 7s, 2 upper-stage, and 3 middle-stage. As for Feng Mieshing, Fang Ping treated him as if he did not exist. He did not plan to kill him just now. Killing rank 7s was more important. Feng Mieshing, this small fry, could be killed at any time. Genius in a second, remember this site's address. Mobile version, you're tuning into the Mystic Fist YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.